Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who is celebrating that today. We were very lucky to be able to do a stream. I fulfilled my family obligations earlier in the day, and that was wonderful, and we get to come in and do a Sunday night stream. So welcome everyone. The first channel that we're looking at today is Virtual Shopkeeper Didi, and this is somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Superchat family for quite some time. And actually they were live right before we were on, and they were doing a typical auction type sale, and Virtual Shopkeeper Didi is often joined by StreamYard panelists who assists in that. You'll find anything from antiques to modern articles that are sold of different types, and I hope everybody will connect with Virtual Shopkeeper Didi. The videos that we find on the front page are really just meant to promote the sales for the week. She does Monday Marmalade, and then when we look at the live stream page, you'll see the Joy of Sunday auction, and these are things that happen regularly. You can see that one just, it says it ended an hour ago. I think it was a little bit less, but they've also got some shorts here, and this is where a lot of creators are bringing random content, which can be a great addition to almost any channel. One of these has popped over 7,100 views, which is great. So hopefully that will continue as well. And I've got my notification on for the next live stream, which by the look of it is going to be tomorrow. So hopefully I'll catch that. And thank you everybody for coming in. I've got quite a few names on the wheel already. I'm going to continue to add them as they come in. Yellow Shirt Dad and Emotion are both here. They're both members. And Emotion is here as a gold member and a moderator, actually. Now, when I look for that channel, I type in Emotion New Soul. Let me just put that in the chat right now. Whenever we have a gold member, their channel is seen every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. Foxy's Friends is here. I'm going to put them onto the wheel. And when we have members that come into the chat, we put them on the wheel right away. And after a long period of time, I will add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. Ghostly Winds from Australia is in the house. They always have the most clever things to say about the Wheel of Doom. They said they skipped a stream today, just celebrating Mother's Day as well. Mark the Shark, I see, is in the house. Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, of course, are at the top of the wheel. They are two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. And they are beloved and dedicated moderators here. Derek's Journey's in the house, and the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch has come in. I'm going to get them on the wheel. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other while we do our introductions here, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Stace and Kristen Welton have both been added to the wheel. Kristen is my love, of course. We live together in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. She is here as a member and a moderator, same as the Stock Explorer. That's Nora, here as a member and a moderator as well. Frank Terzo is being added to the wheel. We've got quite an overwhelming beginning, which is great, so thank you everyone. Storytime with Uncle Bill is in the house. Canadian Family Life is already on the wheel. Just Jason Keto and Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning were both early in the door with Cricket 208. Welcome to TNT Family Show and Lisa J. Stocks are already on the wheel with the Bullock Experience, and like I said, Yellow Shirt Dad has been added. Now hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to do some more introductions in a second here. Just Jason Keto hit 800 subscribers. He's here every day as well, and an incredibly supportive creator with lots of generosity being spread throughout our community, for which I'm grateful. Angelic Warrior 37, aka Miss M, good to see you in the house. Coffee Walks and Whatever is here. Fanatic Guide is a long time friend of over 3,000 subscribers. Irja Wally Comedy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce that quite right. Please feel free to correct me as well. I'd love to get that right if I did it wrong again. LSP, the Freckle Face Artist, is in the house. Mark the Shark, I think I said hello already. No Fear is here. Paul's Green Space has been here every single day lately, and that channel is actually going to be featured this week. So I've already set up the next few live streams. You can catch them on our front page. Hopefully everybody's got our notification bell on so you don't miss those. We're here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that you can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Ron's Keto Cafe is here. Rushing Wind Mountain is in the house. The Down Under Cruisers and the Life of Sweet Angel Christina is here as well. Now hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Like I said, as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. And again, we're looking at virtual shopkeeper Didi, who just did an auction before we came on about an hour ago. So I hope everybody will connect with this creator. We feature a different channel every single day, and we do that so that you have the opportunity to meet literally hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. You can find all of our featured channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on the thumbnails of our videos, of course. And we will get to spinning the wheel right away. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. You know what it's like when you hop into a premiere or live stream and get captivated by the conversation or the content. Start saying hello to everybody and forget to give that thumbs up for a quick second. So we give each other a lot of friendly reminders. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, it's very late for you, but I really do appreciate everybody coming in, even if it's just for a quick moment to say hello, give a thumbs up, or run the stream in the background. We've got a few friends like Donut Toys and Games and Jaden0248 who might be in the background. And Frank Terzo now has over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. We're going to find a lot of music on this channel, but it's somebody that I'm still getting to know. She Stole My Thunder is in the house. That's a fellow Canadian. I'm just getting them onto the wheel. And when we look at Frank Terzo's channel, I've just been through a few videos so far, but I'm going to see what they've come out with lately. So we're hoping for some new content because it's been just over a week. What we recommend here always is, if possible, you'd like to get to the point where you're putting out one piece of quality content per week. If you're not there yet, that's fine. You just want to try to make a plan to get there, because posting a quality piece of content once a week is enough to make a channel grow organically. The things we do here speed everything up for everybody. And I'm going to get you just a part of me for a quick second. And we'll look at Frank Terzo's About page for a second. They've got another line. This is similar to one of our friends, Don Ray B. I hope this channel inspires others to follow their dreams. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They give you the story of what led them to start putting their music online. So I hope you'll follow that. I will catch up with that as well. And I've got another video then to put into my catch-up list. I'm just going to take your Red Canoe video. I'm going to put that there. And that's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlist can be a great tool for that. She Stole My Thunder is dropping a super chat for what I believe is the 100th time. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. It literally is countless times. She Stole My Thunder is always motivating and inspiring, And the coffee's right here. It is a Tim Hortons coffee, even though I put it in my mug from Lighthouse and Anchor Designs, which is Corinne's Life's company. And she's printed, actually I have two of these things, but she's printed these. She does hats and shirts and all that kind of stuff as well. But I do have coffee, so thank you for that. She stole my thunder, and I'm going to get that channel up on the screen right away. We always put Super Chatters on the screen right away in order. And then, like I said, members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But after a long period of time, probably a couple of hours from now, we'll start getting into adding some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. And Frank Terzo, thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that extra generous support. And hopefully everybody will connect with them. That was the channel we were just looking at. Machinist Evolution, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Unidentified S4 had a powerful show happening right before we started as well. Phyllis Brown is in the house. Another motivating, inspiring, and generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I've got them on the wheel. They happen to be a member. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. Colonel House Music is in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know you were here earlier. Forgive me for not saying hello. When I do my introductions, I'll show you what I do, whether it matters, but just so everybody can see. So I'm lucky enough to have a second monitor. What I do is I have this little window here that's got the chat rolling, and then I just hit my participant list. So the problem is I miss all the chat while I'm reading the names out for who's here, but between switching back and forth, it's possible to miss somebody. But I know Colonel House Music has been here from the beginning. I wonder if you've taken a moment to check out our copyright-free music too. All the music you hear in the background of Tuber Chat, which is essentially house music, is copyright-free. We own it all, and it is available on a second channel that we have. You can find that at the bottom of our front page, but it's also published on all major music platforms as well. There's free MP3 download links in most of the songs in the descriptions. Eventually I'll clean it up and get them all in there, but it's available on Amazon, iTunes, and Apple Music, and Deezer, and Spotify, and everything else. Let's look at She Stole My Thunder. This creator lets us know that they're reviewing books, art, and movies, but they actually do a lot more on their channel. Lately, they've been helping us out with a little bit of online activity and showing us how to use a popular website named Canva to make thumbnails, and you can also make banners there and other social media graphics, not just for YouTube. But even I've used it. We talk about it frequently. I definitely enjoy recommending it, and it's available as an app and a website. That's just one tiny thing that She Stole My Thunder has done on their channel, because they did one of these streams a couple months ago. They've got another one coming up at the end of this month. They got some shorts videos. So like I said, a lot of creators are putting more random content in here, but we see that they're getting into the hundreds of views, which is great. And then videos are posted frequently, actually. I've caught this creator both for live streams and premieres. And then Shadow Gaming with Cooking. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think Cool Gamer was here at the beginning as well. Forgive me if I missed you. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody else. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. She Stole My Thunder also happens to be a photographer. And why do I keep forgetting the number? Because it's astronomical. Over 193,000 photos on Flickr. I don't know how many of you are already familiar with Flickr, but it's been a monster of a photo site, actually, for many, 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 many years. I'm feeling like it's 20 years or maybe longer. Phyllis Brown is taking a page out of Emotion's book there, giving a mic drop. Let's see if that worked. I think I know what Phyllis Brown is doing, but we'll catch it in a second. And then, of course, She Stole My Thunder actually is going to review books, movies, and art. I caught them for another review the other day. They might be taking us outdoors, or they might be indoors. They've done a few shout-out videos and things like that as well. They're working on 1,700 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. So no mic drop on that one, Phyllis Brown. It was close. And what Phyllis Brown just did, she dropped a super chat. So we're going to look at that channel right now. And thank you again, She Stole My Thunder. Thank you, Frank Terzo. And thank you, Phyllis Brown, for these super chats. I really do appreciate this generous beginning to our live stream today. And when we look over at the Stream Boss. What that is a video game life meter looking thing under my camera here. You'll see Don Ray B is our Stream Boss right now. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss. The last person to knock them out takes over and gets some extra exposure. You can see the very obvious benefit to having something like that in your live stream if you're somebody who is inclined to do that. Stream Elements has one. This one's from Streamlabs. And I have mine set. There are settings you can move around if you'd like to, but I have mine set to 1 American penny for every hit point. So that HP that you see there means hit points. And once the points are knocked off, then the next person will take over as Stream Boss. But you can see by knowing that point value, it basically works out to American pennies. And then I know we have creators from all different parts of the world. I'm in Canada, so of course our dollar is 20-something%, almost 30% lower than American. So you have to do a calculation for yourself. But it's fun when people snipe that thing in the stream. FR Humphrey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Ron's Keto Cafe is still here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Oh yeah, Derek's Journey from about 10 years ago. I think it's longer. I think it's been there like almost forever. I feel like it used to tie into Yahoo and everything else. But I've been online since basically the beginning, right? I think 1980 something. Had a high-speed connection in 1995 or 96. Woman Outdoors is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then I see the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is dropping a super chat, so we're going to put that channel up onto the screen next, and they actually just took over as our Stream Boss. So you'll see exactly how that works, right? Because they knocked out the last few points there with a $2 super chat. That knocks 200 points off of our Stream Boss, and Hillbilly Chicken Ranch will get some extra exposure for a while. So when we look at Phyllis Brown, we see a creator that wants to inspire and motivate more than anything else, and they have a lot of variety on their channel. They did a Happy Mother's Day video with some Uno cards. I'm going to have to see what that is. I used to play Uno when I was a kid a lot with my sister and our friends and things like that. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Phyllis Brown. They post somewhat frequently. They've got some shorts videos here. We're just going to look at these. They're getting close to 2,000 views now. That will likely continue and increase. They stream often, so they just did one a few days ago. They seem to be doing one at least every week. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy pushing them towards the 1,700 subscribers that we know that they must be thinking about right now. And thank you for the tweet as well. Yes, if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And Mama 4 Boys is in the house. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message. You'll notice highlighted milestone messages are a free bonus for anybody who's a member on a channel where they are enabled. But you'll notice that they count against the Stream Boss as well, even though they're a free bonus. So that's a hint for anybody that's already a member or somebody who's considering it. And when we look at Phyllis Brown, we're going to see a bit of variety. There's haul videos here, reviews, and obviously some healthy eating. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. I'm sure that you will. Derek's Journey's dropping a super chat as well, so thank you for that. I'm going to get your channel up right after the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Derek's Journey's been a long-time friend. I'm thinking it's 2.5 years now, actually. Got to be close to it. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up, and thank you one more time, Phyllis Brown, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch did the same thing, and now they have taken over as our Stream Boss. Again, getting some extra exposure, like you see under my camera there. And Derek's Journey will come up next for the same reason. We'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. Pardon me. I swear you're not going to believe this, those of you who are here today, but my voice is acting up again. and I am doing everything I can to fight off whatever wants to haunt me here. Traveler Bust, good to see you in the house. Let me get you onto the wheel. And that's no joke either. I'm kind of amazed. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to see you in the house. Fanatic Guide still in the house. And, yeah, we're doing well for thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. Almost 50. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Now, this is Susan, and she's here with us every day as well. I talk about her channel, especially for the fact that over the last little while, I've been catching her on some live streams and enjoying the time there more and more, actually. Now, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch obviously comes to us through the homesteading community of channels. I group a lot of categories in there. Farming, ranching, gardening, camping, homesteading, even fishing, hiking, and outdoor channels, right? Because a lot of the creators behind these channels, Susan included, seem to have this instinct in their personality wanting to share knowledge and resources with others. And I think that that's really, really cool. So I group them all together when I talk about the homesteading community here. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is somebody who's going to bring us homesteading type activities. They have a 1.5 acre homestead, and they bring a lot of live streams as well. I'm going to look at the shorts for a quick second because these are starting to move towards the 1,000 views, which is great. And then live streams are something that happens frequently. I think she goes twice a week, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but like I said, I caught her a couple of times recently. Now, she does a lot of different things. The streams, as you can see, can go on for a couple of hours, even as long as almost 3 hours here. She will come on and talk about perhaps devotionals. She will bring on StreamYard guests and have conversation. She will talk about a lot of newsworthy content, and we talk about that in the chat and discuss it. And then she has some other motivating and even inspiring content on the channel. She'll bring in Alfonso, who will bring us some spiritual music as well. So always positive vibes over there. But interesting discussion as well. So much so that the last couple of times I was there, I could not help myself but engage in conversation. And I think that's really cool. I think that's a signal when somebody's live streaming and you feel to yourself like, hey, you know, I'm often working on a computer, so I have a window going on the side. I might be listening or letting streams run and things like that. But sometimes you're like, wait a second, what are we talking about here? I got to get involved in this, right? Because you got important things to contribute. You feel like it anyway. And Susan accepts that, and that's really cool. So like I said, I've had a great time, especially the last couple of times I've been there. But the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch has been with us a long time now. She's officially on the road to 1,000 subscribers with 941. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that magical 1K. And then Western Tennessee. I got to remember this. For some reason, I don't remember that. Gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty, fun, small channel shoutouts, newsworthy content, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Susan from the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I know you will, and the support that comes back from her after you do. CV Baseball Card Collector, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see. If you mentioned a question or a comment that you wanted me specifically to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Derek's Journey's up right now. So thank you again, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Thank you, Derek's Journey, for your Super Chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Ace Flaw 1, I'm not sure if I said hello, but I've got you on the wheel. And Stace is there, of course, as well. 1,880 subscribers for Derek's Journey right now. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. They've got a premiere coming up today in a half an hour. So we know that there'll be fresh content on this channel right after Super Chat. It's fitness first here, but Derek's Journey gives us a wonderful look into the family behind the channel as well. And they take us out on adventures similar to a vlogging channel. They do a lot of vlogging content. They do a lot of product reviews, specifically taste tests. They've been getting into a lot of energy drinks and things like that lately. Derek's Journey has this magical ability to be able to get collaborators together in large groups to do these fitness challenges all the time, especially the monthly steps challenge. And you're not competing against others. You're competing against only yourself. The idea is progress, of course, right? Live streams as well are something that's frequent. It's been a while, so hopefully I'll catch you on one of these again. And Derek's Journey's here with us just about every single day and always out supporting other creators. They got another couple of channels to look at. Balance Breakers Fitness and Gaming is where we're going to see some video gameplay along with some of the fitness challenges from Derek's Journey. And then You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden is two members of the In Real Life Derek's Journey family that are bringing us more variety as well as the fitness challenges that we know and love from Derek's Journey. So thank you again for the super chat. They've done that countless times, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Steph DIY Queen from Rochester, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. And Fanatic Guide, yeah, we just passed it. Yes, thank you, everybody. We've got just over 50 thumbs up. So it's time for me to spin the wheel. We'll do that right now. And if anybody in the meantime would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Foxy's Friends is up here right now. And I see Annabelle TV has come into the chat. So I'm going to get Annabelle TV onto our wheel. They happen to be a member. And I will put them in Foxy's Friends position there. We got to make sure we spell this right, and you want to double check you're matching that avatar to see that you've got the right channel. Foxy's Friends is a channel dedicated to memorializing Foxy Mama, who is the star of the show you see in all the thumbnails here. And you can get the story from the About page on the channel. Foxy's Friends is another creator who's here with us every single day. They've got some shorts videos, and these have started to get close to 2,000 views as well. So that will likely continue. They put up some fresh content over the last week or so, and hopefully we'll see much more coming soon. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who is 421 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 500 they're thinking about. M&T Living and Cooking, yeah, thank you for mentioning that, because I think I did not get you onto the wheel yet, so I've got you on there now. And forgive me for not saying hello. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. I'll spin the wheel again. We'll move a little bit faster now. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Mama 4 Boys is another channel that's here every day supporting others. Abandoned Exploring Mike, I've got you on the wheel, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not. And then when we look at Mama 4 Boys, one of the things that we notice about this channel, let's look at the shorts first, and I'll talk about the delicious looking content that they have throughout the channel. First of all, they're well beyond 1,000 views, now starting to approach 2,000, so that will likely continue. They put all kinds of shorts out, right? And they give us bite-size, pun intended, bits of what we're going to find in a lot of the long-form content here. They are bringing us all kinds of delicious looking meals. Now, I find this channel compelling because the meals that I see in the thumbnails here resemble much of what might have been served in my own home growing up, and things like that. One of the things that they do that's unique here is you'll find some types of meals or dishes that typically can be found in a grocery store in either the frozen food section or pre-prepared, if that makes sense, whether it's in a bag or a box. But they make these types of things from scratch. So mac and cheese is a big one. They did a traditional St. Patrick's Day meal. They did mac and cheese. They do homemade pan pizza. There it is right there. And I really think that this is compelling to somebody like me because I love the real world look that we get at a lot of the cooking content, whether it's channels or videos that a lot of these creators are making. So I'm sure you'll enjoy Mom of Four Boys. The support that comes back from them is out of control because they're not only here every day, they're out supporting others. I run into them supporting others in premieres and live streams all the time. They're working on 1,300 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They've done a couple of live streams lately. They might continue that. They've been using the StreamYard system with a lot of familiar faces as well. So spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second. And Michael's Adventures is coming up right now. Let's see what Michael's Adventures has got for us. He actually put out a premiere earlier today, and he posts every single day. Michael's Adventures is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, but I often describe him as one of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 6 years on YouTube. And he does much more than is typically seen when it comes to the idea of supporting others, especially with watch hours. He's the kind of creator who reaches out to me personally. I mean, we've been friends a long time now, but Michael's Adventures is somebody who regularly reaches out to ask me who he can do things for. Not ever for thinking of it, not ever to ask what things can be done for him. And I think that speaks volumes about the generosity in the character of the creator behind the channel. So I hope everybody will connect with Michael's Adventures. He does wildlife content more than anything else. He's posting every single day. Lately, he's been doing even more of the vlogging type content, taking us for an outdoor look around or a story to be told. He enjoys abandoned places, things like graveyard cemeteries, or just showing us around his area, and always surrounded by nature. Michael's Adventures will bring that to us all the time. And you're going to notice in his wildlife videos a lot of foxes, deer. There are bird watching videos here. There is a lot of raccoons, for instance, and he's got a bit more variety on the channel. You might find him playing a slot game on a tablet or scratching lottery tickets in some shorts videos here as well. He's working on 1,200 subscribers right now, but he will definitely be willing to swap playlists with creators. So if that's something you'd like to do with anybody here at all, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So we'll spin. I see Granny Filming again is in the house. Thank you for being here. And Cricket 208 is coming up. They were here right at the beginning of the live stream, probably a half an hour before we started, if I'm right. We'll see what they've got going on for today. Cricket 208 has 125 subscribers right now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. We'll look at the shorts because they've got them front and center here on the channel. And when we sort them by popularity, we see that a lot of these are starting to either approach or pass 1,000 views, and they're now working on getting close to 2,000, which is great. That will likely continue. When we get into the videos, this is a channel that I'm still getting to know, but they bring us a bit of variety, particularly outdoors. I'm just going to read their About page for a quick second here. And random content, nature, cats, dogs, birds, life, maybe some reactions as well. They do some crochet, tend to their flowers and painted rock gardens, and then they might be showing us some of that content on the channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety when you get to the channel. I'm just going to take another video and put that into my catch-up list, and again, that's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Canadian Family Life is coming up right now. They picked up a gifted membership yesterday. Yesterday was overwhelming for gifted memberships, and you're going to have to forgive me because I know I'm going to leave somebody out here, but Just Jason Keto, Kristen Welton, Don Ray B, all gifted memberships yesterday. I think there was at least a couple of more creators, 2 or 3, and it was really overwhelming. So, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for the generosity of these creators, but I know that the recipients of these gifted memberships will be happy as well. Now, Canadian Family Life is somebody, the other day we were on a stream, they had to be laughing because I was saying like, oh, they've been with us like 4 or 5 months now, something like that. And no, they've only been with us a month, not even 2 months yet by the look of it. And they have had so much impact on creators in the Superchat family that I'm already losing track of how long it's been because they're making it feel like it's been much longer. Canadian Family Life literally seems to be everywhere all the time. They're bouncing in and out of premieres and live streams, but they're also streaming with other creators, especially using that new StreamYard feature where everybody can simulcast on their own channels. But I've seen Canadian Family Life hopping in on panels. When you join somebody on their channel for a collaboration like that, you are almost guaranteed to gain some subscribers by doing that, especially if the content is extremely engaging, right? If we're just hanging out, having coffee, and like just talking about whatever's coming to mind, that's a different story. But when you have a bit of a plan, you get almost an interview started and get talking, you can really build a bit of an audience around that, and you're almost, like I said, guaranteed to gain some subscribers, but you're generously helping the other creator by changing the dynamic of the conversation on their channel, if that makes sense. I know I use some of the same words far too much here. It's just because we've said it thousands of times, but I know I'm sure everybody understands what I mean as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Canadian Family Life. They're from New Brunswick. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put that in my catch-up list. They've got a premiere coming up, and that's in a few days, so I've got a notification on for that as well. And then we see they've got some shorts videos. These are starting to get well over 1,000 views, which is great. And like I said, live streams, look at how many of these there are. They're all over the place with these live streams. What I don't think I've caught is one of these, a fireside chat live stream. I forget which I've caught. I've caught them a few times. What usually happens is YouTube will recommend. I'll show you something for a quick second. When I'm on YouTube, myself personally, just because I work on a computer all the time, I'm not using notifications and things like that most of the time to figure out who's live. I come over to the subscriptions page and then I pick one of the channels that's here. Goodness, pardon me. Arsenic Element, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a long-time friend. Pardon me for a second, hear my voice again. So I just wanted to show this to you. Now, it's funny because when we look at this, we're going to see YouTube's telling me there's about 13 channels either live or running premieres, but not exactly, because if we scroll down the page far enough, we find even more channels that are live. Like I said, Unidentified S4 started a while back, and then if we keep scrolling, we might find some more. But it's interesting because we're not going to see everything here, and then what I'll do is I'll pick one, and then after I've picked a stream to watch, if I see that those creators are collaborating, then I move on to something else. Like I stay in the stream that I'm on, but I don't put, like, let's say there's 4 creators together, I don't put them all on. I just try to mix things up so that everybody gets a little bit of love here and there, right, when it comes to watching different live streams at a time and things like that. Hopefully that makes sense. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're a member. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. And we will spin. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuberchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And next up in 3 minutes is going to be Ace Flaw 1. Alright, we're back and looking at AceFlaw1. This is a creator I've been connected to for about 3.5 years. Actually, we just had our 3rd year anniversary on TuberChat last week, and that was overdue. Actually, it's at the end of April. But AceFlaw1 has been here the whole time and even longer. So I've actually been on YouTube for 6 years now. But a couple of years in, I was introduced to the small YouTuber community. The only reason we use those words is because it's a popular search term, right? If I called this channel Tubers Connected Network, nobody would ever show up, right? So we have to play into the algorithm. But in the small YouTuber community, I was overwhelmed by the amount of generosity from creators willing to help each other. And that's what inspired the idea of TuberChat. It is certainly not the first growth stream out there. There's a lot of others that were here long before. But the idea here, of course, is that we'd start another one, but the focus would be put on friendships. And you can see in the stories that I tell that that's been working for over 3 years now. Andy from AceFlaw1 has been with me the whole time. He was unbelievably supportive to me, even on my personal channel before we ever started TuberChat. He was with me through the Playlist Buddies experiments, and still after 500 and 68 episodes of TuberChat, he's still coming by as often as he can, which lately is every day again, but to support other creators and meet new friends. So he's well over 4,000 subscribers now, even over 4,100. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 4,200 he's thinking about. He is working on travel videos more than anything else. He's got some shorts, and hopefully that continues because he's already had one of these pop over 1,200 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. I know you will enjoy the support that comes back from him. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Tropical Buzz is a second channel from the Stock Explorer. You see it in here as a moderator because the Stock Explorer is a member and a moderator. Roadhog, I did see you come in, by the way. I know Holly's Adventures is here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I saw Songbits Laura. I'm not sure if I said hello, but I've got your channel on the wheel as well. Members always get added as soon as we see them in the chat. While we're on break, I try to just give a little wave emoji to anybody that comes in, like Florida Claimers Ted that came in right after we went on break. But hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Abandoned Exploring Mike has a brand new video. They just put this out today. So I'm just going to take this video, put it in my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up with this creator. Abandoned Exploring Mike is interesting because they're going to take off and introduce us to some abandoned locations. Pardon me. A lot of times we find paranormal channels, right, that are doing a mix of paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. What we've seen from Exploring Mike so far, as I learn about the channel, is explorations of abandoned locations. What I do find interesting, and I've joked about this before, but Abandoned Exploring Mike is willing to go places that I will never go. You cannot pay me any amount of money to enter some of the places that I've seen him go into. I don't consider myself claustrophobic, but when I see some of the tunnels and different things that it looks like he's climbing through, I have to shake my head while watching. But it's interesting content, to say the least. We've got quite a few channels bringing us explorations of abandoned locations and other paranormal content as well. When we look at the shorts videos, we see that he's already getting into thousands of views here, which is great. That will likely continue, and then live streams might be something that is picked up again in the future. Portal to the Paranormal, not sure if I said hello, good to see you in the house. And let's spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I'm hoping that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And I just removed a couple of names from the wheel. Phyllis Brown gave us a super chat earlier, so they were already up, and I had to take a couple of other names off that I forgot to remove. So we're moving a little bit faster now. Lisa J. Stocks is going to come up, and this is just one of many different channels that is going to help us with our finances. But Lisa J. Stocks is going to do it in an interesting way, because they're going to talk to us about investments, and they're going to introduce us to some of the terminology like dollar cost averaging, dividends when it comes to stocks. And they are somebody who's going to help us understand how we can set goals for ourselves that are attainable. That I found most compelling in the last video that I watched on this channel. They'll help us learn how to keep spreadsheets and things like that. Even if you're not somebody who enjoys that stuff, I'm a nerd and a geek, so I love it. But even if you're somebody who doesn't enjoy it, Lisa J. Stock's going to show you how to do these kinds of things simply so that you can prepare and be ready for investing or maximize the impact of the investments that you already have. So I hope everybody will connect with Lisa J. Stocks. I'm just going to take the latest video, and that was a really cool idea. I'll bet you that they planned this in advance and then posted it today because it's Mother's Day. Empowered Moms Unlock the World of Investing. Very good. I'm curious to see how that title will work for you today. But this is really cool. And just one aspect of what Lisa J. Stocks is going to do on the channel. We'll look at the shorts videos and see that these are starting to get over 1,000 views, which is great. Live streams are something that they might continue. They did one a few weeks ago as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we're going to look at Roadhog right now, and you might have to use your filters. You could do this on a computer or on a phone to let YouTube know that you're looking for a channel. And then when we get to Roadhog, we just want to make sure we're matching that avatar. Your search results might be different than mine because they're partially made up through geographics. So YouTube is constantly trying to guess when you search what you might be looking for. And because we're in different areas, if you have a channel that's closer to you, geographically, you might get that higher in the search results. One of the reasons why we search, find, and click on each other is because the channels that are hardest to find are the ones who need our help the most. But as time goes on, when hundreds of creators are searching, finding, and clicking on your channel name, no matter how popular your name is, you will start to rise up the search results, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Roadhog or another. And then one of the things that I don't mention enough, especially when we have a lot of new channels in the chat, is that the best success here in Tuber Chat is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators and supporting them first with all of the things that we wish they would do for us. So here specifically, if we're looking at a channel like Roadhog, we go to their, we start a conversation first of all to let them know that we want to connect, and head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes. It's very important that it's at least 3 minutes long. Very important that we watch from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of their video. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, as you see me do for all creators, and that should make our connection stick. And then you come back into the chat, let them know that you've done all of those things. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. The key is always that comment, because they can go and find that easily and then click right over to your channel. And Deborah's Journey, good to see you in the house. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. I just put all that fluff and stuff on there from Australia. And one of the things as well you just want to be mindful of is spamming in a chat, right? Sometimes you tend to say the same things or drop the same series of emojis or things like that. It's always best to mix that up. But simply being active in the chat is not going to help get up the list faster to get onto the wheel. Let's just say the wheel is run by a robot that's in the background in a roundabout sort of way that keeps track of how active everybody is, but somehow it seems to understand conversation. So you'll find that the channels that are most engaged in conversation with each other are the ones who will start getting added to the wheel when it's time for me to reach out to the wheel or the list to grab names for the wheel. And then Fanatic Guide. Nobody wants spam, of course not. I try to be delicate in the things that I say all the time. One thing you don't want to do is call out specific creators if you ever see somebody doing something that you would like them to change in your channel, because even I have lost friends that way. I have really upset a couple of people, not lately that I know of, but back in the day, letting somebody know, and they just got really, really upset. Not their fault, mine for calling it out. Nobody wants to be called out. But we have to be careful about that, right? So you just want to, if you're staying active in the chat, that's great. I do appreciate it. Every bit of interaction helps. But you just want to think about mixing up the messages. Dropping a couple of emojis and things like that too often is not going to be quite as helpful. The other thing you want to think about is everybody else is watching what you're doing in the chat to decide whether they want to connect with you. So if you find yourself not being connected with a few creators, you just want to think about changing up your style in the chat, if that makes sense. But it's just an idea more than anything else. Florida Claimers, Ted, the robot has you in the couch potato category, you and me most often. Roadhog has an interesting line on their About page. It says everything on their channel was found in the trash, and what they mean is that they are refurbishing and bringing new life to things that otherwise might have been passed on or otherwise. And I'm just going to hit the shorts for, pardon me, a second here. They're already getting close to 2,000 views on several of these. So that will likely continue. Live streams are something they might pick up in the future. And then their videos have a lot of do-it-yourself and refurbishing content here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They're here with us frequently. And with 372 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And Stace is coming up in a quick second. They have been here for probably the whole live stream. I think they were here right from the beginning. Derek's Journey, I just got to remove that name from the wheel. We already looked at him because he dropped a super chat earlier. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I see Ocean to Ocean Travel is here. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them in Stace's place on the wheel. The wheel, of course, is random. We all, I'm sure, understand that. And Stace, it's been a little while, so I can see I'm behind with your videos. What I might do is take this video that's right at the top of your front page, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list for now, and that will give me another piece of content to watch, and then the next time you're here, I'll likely do the same thing with something more brand new. But this creator's been with us many times before, and Stace is a paper crafter that appreciates all crafting styles. They love to learn fun and exciting techniques to spice up their projects, and they expect to share that knowledge with us as well through their videos and then shorts also. And we see that these are popped well over 2,000 views, getting over 2,600 even, which is great. That will likely continue as well. And then when we look at their live streams, they've done a monetization celebration, but I'm hoping that they will, it doesn't matter. You have to do the right thing for your channel. Forgive. Sometimes I get into the same speeches all the time. We may end up seeing more live streams from this creator. I must have missed these. Did I miss your monetization celebration? One thing I ask not often enough, I should probably do it more, is just to say, we have creators that are getting monetized all the time. If you are going to do a monetization celebration, because 99% of us do that, then please make sure that I know, because I try never to miss these. But Stace, hopefully I'll catch you for another premiere or live stream if you're going to do one. And we will congratulate you for your monetization. And let's spin the wheel. We get another channel ready to go. A lot of times people will let us know their birthdays are coming up and things like that. I hope I haven't missed one. I know I'm getting close. One of our moderators has a birthday at the end of the month, and then I know that my dear friend Elevate with Vern is going to be celebrating her birthday in just a few days. Traveler Bust is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And Travel or Bust. I wonder if I'm behind with them. I think they were here, was it yesterday too? 1,000 subscribers. Look at that. Travel or Bust has hit their 1,000, which is great. Hopefully we can get them a few extras and keep that locked in. And we see... Okay, I'm not too bad for videos right now, so let's look at the shorts videos. We see that Travel or Bust is going to show us their love and passion for travel. Their shorts videos have gotten into the thousands of views now, which is great. That will likely continue. Live streams are something they might continue. It's been a month, but we'll keep an eye on the channel for that. And lots of travel content, including cruises, which is great to see. I'm always happy to see cruising content. And we've had this influx lately of travel content and travel channels that have come through, including a lot of cruises as well. Oh, Fanatic Guide. One requirement for monetization that we know of complete. But you're monetized, yes? I think I went into Fanatic Guide and I asked them if they were monetized, and I thought they had said, like, yeah, forever. Compared to me asking. They didn't say that, but I mean, like, my interpretation was the fact that they've been monetized for a long time. What on earth was I talking about? Oh, never mind. Okay, Fanatic Guide, I'm being silly. Yes, of course, you're talking about Travel or Bust. Hitting 1,000 subscribers, and that's one aspect of the monetization requirements. Now we just got to see how their watch hours are doing. My dear friend Elevate with Vern will say, if you're considering monetization, which 99% or more of us are, then the idea is that if you are getting past your 500 subscribers, you want to start working on watch hours if you haven't already. No Fear, good to see you in the house. Yes, forgive me, Fanatic Guide. I talk too fast. It's too fast to be able to think sometimes, I guess, when I talk this fast. But Fanatic Guide's been a friend for a long, long time, and I remember that. I remember clearly going into their channel and saying, oh, hey, you're monetized. No, you've already been monetized, yes. Merle Maya, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Jedi Cameron's in the house as well. Good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs have got a brand new video on their channel that they put up today. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list. That's the playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. It was lovingly named by our dear friend Ghostly Wins, who is in the chat from Australia. Philip Lemon, I saw you come in a while ago. Forgive me for not saying hello yet. Good to see you here. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. I've caught them a couple times recently as well, so it's great to see you here. They're incredibly supportive also. And No Fears got cars and a few other things on their page. We'll be looking forward to hopefully seeing that. We don't get to every channel every single day, but we try to get through as many channels as we can every day. We're usually here 2.5 to 3 hours. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is sitting at 1,340 subscribers or so right now. They are a family vlogging channel, as you would imagine. Their video editing skills have been complimented repeatedly, and they post frequently. They also do a lot of live streams. I think, they were just live right before we were starting Tuber Chat. I didn't leave myself any time today. I was out with family earlier today, and slid in the door not too long before getting ready for Tuber Chat tonight. But hopefully I'll catch Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs for another live stream soon. Sometimes they're playing games, or as you can see, hanging out with friends. There's Destination Fun and another few friends. Eddie Lugo Studios is on there, familiar faces, using that StreamYard system I keep talking about. Canadian Family Life's on there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They post, like I said, frequently. And Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are very much focused on what can be done in the background to improve the channel. So they're working on titles, they're working on descriptions, tags, hashtags, and other aspects of the algorithm, including thumbnails. So we'll keep an eye on the channel and see how they progress. They're thinking about changing the name of the channel, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Just keep in mind, forgive me, because this could be something that is not accurate, and I just want to let everybody know that first. But there might be a new thing out there that we have heard of or seen that says if you change your channel name, you might not be able to change it back or change it again for up to 2 weeks. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but it's a thought to look into before you do it. Pardon me for a second here. Okay, pardon me. I'm just dealing with a bit of a cough here that comes on out of nowhere. Yellow Shirt Dad had popcorn today. I haven't eaten popcorn in a while. I got this thing going on. Every time I eat popcorn, every single time, one of those little kernel things gets into my gums and irritates me, and now I've been off popcorn, and I love eating popcorn. Coastal Water is in the house. Let's get them onto our wheel. And I think I just ripped off somebody's chance to be on the wheel. I think I was just spinning, and I missed it because I shut it off right before it was done. Let's see who's going to be next. And Coastal Water reminds me, that is a fun name that they have inspired for a command that I use to make sure the robots are working. We use 3 here. I use Streamlabs and Stream Elements and Botissimo, which is a paid one, and Nightbot. And these different things have, thank you Scratch and PPA. I don't know how he does it, but he seems to always be paying attention and catches every mistake that I make. And I make a lot, I promise you. M&T Living and Cooking will be up next, but Annabelle TV had just barely had their chance right before I shut the screen off there. So Annabelle TV's up right now. M&T Living and Cooking will be next. We'll get back to spinning the wheel after that. Oh, yeah. I've got something going on, all that fluff and stuff, and I don't want to whine about it too much, but out of nowhere, again, I just got over being sick for like a week and a half. We took a week and a half off of Tuber Chat, and I can feel something happening. I pray to God it's going to disappear. After today, we've got a few days before I have to worry about streaming again. I am going to be outdoors, hopefully. I haven't checked the weather, but I should be getting a lot of fresh air in the next couple of days. We'll see. And let's look at Annabelle TV. This is a creator who brings fun everywhere that they go, including here in our live streams and everywhere that I run into them, supporting others in premieres and other live streams as well. I must not have taken one of your videos yesterday. Were you here yesterday? Must not have taken one of your videos and put that in my catch-up list. Are those macarons? I still don't know how to pronounce that properly. I think Kristen and Kira like those as well. I'm going to see their review. Now, Annabelle TV tells us they do food review challenges, unboxings, gardening, live streaming. They certainly do. One of the things you'll find most often are mukbang-style product reviews and taste test challenges. But they also do traditional unboxings and product reviews, and a lot of the things they do are collaborations with other channels. You'll see that in their titles, as a matter of fact. I usually tag everybody. And Annabelle TV will bring a little bit of comedy into all of their content, including the live streams, of course. And they always engage conversation in the chat, for which I'm grateful. They've got a few shorts here. These are starting to approach 1,000 views, which is great. And when we look at the live streams, we see that they do these frequently. It's been about a month since I've caught you on one. Hopefully I'll catch you on one of these things again shortly. And they seem to be doing them at least once a week. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Annabelle TV is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And there's somebody who's with us frequently also. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We'll spin the wheel. I see a couple of people talking about playlists. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Songbits Laura is up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. They've put out a couple more videos again. So I'm going to take the longer of the two, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I can't remember for the life of me who was the first creator to introduce me to junk journals, and I think it was Biz Gigi, but it might be Xena the Sassy Crafter. But Songbits Laura is doing these as well, so I'm going to be happy to see that. Pardon me. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. Yes, I skipped over M&T Living and Cooking. I'm sorry. I spun the wheel. Your channel should have been next, and I keep spinning here. So I'm going to put M&T Living and Cooking up next before I spin the wheel again, for sure this time. And Songbits Laura, let's just look at her About page. And they're letting us know that they want to bring us a community of all different interests and lifestyles where we can connect and have real conversations. And then they will bring us their crafts as well. But I've got this latest, this is going to be interesting, a tribute to the band Queen, but it's a junk journal. And if you haven't seen these yet, this will likely be a good example of a junk journal, because I had never heard of them until I got into a collaboration with a couple of creators in a live stream. Has to be at least a year ago, if not a year and a half or longer. And it's cool to see some of these things, because a lot of the aspects of creating a junk journal, first of all, it's 100% creative, but a lot of the creators are sending things to each other, and when they're streaming and collaborating in that way, they're giving each other inspiration and ideas, which is cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing this from Songbits Laura. I also see that they've got some shorts. Some of these have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great. Hopefully we can have that continue as well. Live streaming is something that they might be continuing. We'll see if they're going to do these once a week-ish. And 662 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Okay, pardon me, I keep doing the same thing. I said it 100 times already, it feels like, and pardon me while I just complain and whine and yell at myself. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning will be up next. M&T Living and Cooking is coming up right now. Rock Chick Beauty just walked in the door and dropped a super chat. They have done that countless times. CV Baseball Card Collector. I don't have a raid planned. It can be tough for me to do it once we've got the stream started, unless you have something or are planning to go live after Superchat. I'll certainly be happy to raid if you'd like that. And then Rock Chick Beauty is going to come up right after Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, because they dropped that super chat. Like I said, they've done that countless times. And as an idea, if anybody would like to reach out to me on another social network, I always love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if you think I can help with something. But I enjoy hearing lessons learned along the way, or ideas or observations from creators in their YouTube journeys. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So that's a good place to connect. I try to mix up the love when it comes to raids and things like that, and I try to set them up in advance because I like to do it with the live redirect system. I like to be prepared, drop the link 15 minutes before the stream ends, and things like that. But we'll see what CV Baseball Card Collector has to say for today. Maybe we'll do one today or soon. So M&T Living and Cooking is up here right now. They've passed their 1,000 subscribers, and it looks like they've got it locked in. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 they're going to be thinking about. They've got a new video that they put out today. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Wonder of the Seas. Debarkation Day. Oh, goodness. I wonder how many people would hear that word, right? Debarkation, and then say, oh, no. Because Embarkation Day is when we start our cruise. It's the process of getting onto the ship and beginning. And Debarkation Day means that the cruise has come to an end. But this is really cool. So Day 7 on Wonder of the Seas was the last video. But they are bringing us a lot of travel content along with delicious-looking content that you'll find throughout their videos. You can see this is the channel that's got the Mama's Baked Mac and Cheese, and then I think they've got Grandma's Baked Mac and Cheese, right? Stovetop Mac and Cheese. So that's really cool. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. These are just a couple of different things they do on this variety channel, but they've got some shorts as well. Now, M&T Living and Cooking are incredibly supportive. I run into them supporting other creators all the time. We see that they've gotten into the thousands of views, many over 5,000 here on the shorts. One of them's popped 17,000 views, which is cool. And they live stream frequently as well, which is great. So hopefully that will continue. They can tell us all about the cruise, the things that we did not see in the videos when they do a live stream soon. CV Baseball Card Collector, you notice that YouTube will let you post 3 or 4 videos before they slow you down. So that's possible. Well, certainly if you're telling me it is, then absolutely. I haven't ever posted, even myself personally, that frequently. Usually I am posting once per week. I did do an experiment recently, which I've got to go and check out all the analytics and give a little bit of a report. Maybe I'll try to make a video or something like that if it seems useful, where I posted 16 shorts in 16 days. They were not something that everybody in the world's going to want to watch. No less boring than some of the worst stuff that's out there. But I did want to have a look at what those videos would do on different networks. So you'll get an idea when I someday talk about this. But I've got these shorts that I put out, and I put them on Twitter, on Pinterest, on Facebook, and Instagram, both as Reels. Twitter, if I didn't say it already, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok as a minimum. So we'll see how they did. None of them did spectacularly. On YouTube Shorts, I haven't broken 3,000 views yet, but I've put out about 40 shorts, and nothing spectacular. Best performing shorts video was at a theme park opening day, and it was basically because the crowd behind me was a monstrous crowd, so that got a handful of views, and it was topical, right? Being opening day, I'm assuming. Have to go through the analytics to really have a look. And YouTube hasn't limited your posting. They have on how much you comment. Yes, I find that commenting, I haven't experimented with this in a long time, but I haven't for probably even 2 years now commented more than 50 times in one day, because I find that they put the throttle on. If you comment more than 25 times in a small amount of time, I find that it starts to throttle you or give you errors and things like that. And you certainly don't want to repeat the same thing over and over, right? I know most of you have seen that I've done this a lot, but it's really only a few times a day. And it's by now, literally after putting thousands of comments out there, almost impossible to come up with something unique if it's not talking about specifically the content of that particular video, if the video is unique. But that's just me making excuses. But you know what I mean. If you're going to go and comment on a lot of videos in one day or hop in and out of live streams, I find that 50 is about the limit. And YouTube will basically stop you from commenting. You don't get that I've seen warnings or guideline strikes or anything like that, but they can at least stop the commenting from happening. And Reddit does a similar thing. I was in the top 9% of people in the world last year for sharing on Reddit, and I'm so happy about that. I gotta go find the graphic that they gave me for that as well. They do a few graphics and little things for you, which I think are really cool. But it's interesting to see that you're like having that kind of impact, right? For those of you who haven't seen it, we have a safe place on Reddit where anybody can post their videos, and it's just a subreddit called TuberChat. We also have a Facebook group where you can post your videos, and then we have a Twitter profile, of course, where we just announce our live streams. But anybody who tweets or retweets for TuberChat gets added automatically by me into a list that we have, a Twitter list. If you were to go and look at that list and check out the members, you'll see over 150 people who are active in the TuberChat community and active on Twitter, and you know that they're willing to share for others because they've shared for us. So if you're the kind of person who shares for others as well, you could find some friends over there willing to trade favors, and you might find some outside traffic coming into your channel and content from Twitter as well. Thank you, Dark Swordsman Gaming. By the way, I had just put them on the wheel, but they just dropped a super chat as well. So they're going to come up after Rock Chick Beauty for the same thing. I got way ahead of myself and kept spinning the wheel a little bit prematurely there. But Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is up right now. We'll look at Rock Chick Beauty and Dark Swordsman Gaming for their super chats. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. After a while longer, probably half an hour or so, I'll start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. And things that don't make sense in the Golden Girls, this is a different kind of video for Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, but I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a fairly new video. I don't know why I didn't grab that yesterday. And this is Tracy and Phoebe. So here they are together, Tracy, Phoebe together, and they usually alternate on this channel. They started with beauty. They bring a tiny bit more variety through the channel, but a lot of beauty and unboxing videos, hauls, get ready with me type videos, and they'll give you lists of products that you would likely enjoy, and then things that they want to have you avoid or want to suggest that you might want to avoid as well, which I think is really cool. There are 491 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're thinking about. And let's see what they've got going on in their shorts right now. They have popped into the 5,000s and are getting very close to the 6,000s that they're thinking about. They will be thinking about with views on shorts, and then live streams might be something that they pick up in the future. But Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for a long, long time now, as has Rock Chick Beauty, probably 2.5 years or so. This is a creator that's got an interesting story, because just under 2 years ago, a year and a half or 2 years ago, they reset and restarted their channel. Let's see if we can look. February 19, 2021. So yeah, 2 years ago, they reset and restarted their channel. And the idea is, if you had to start over, would you be able to build more solidly and strongly the second time around? And that's what's happened with Rock Chick Beauty. You can see that they've taken all that they learned in the beginning, they've added it into this channel where they put presentation at the forefront of their mind, and you can see every single video gets a different thumbnail, so they put a lot of work into this. The bright bold headshots make them recognizable, and now after 2 years, of course, they're probably getting a lot of repeat traffic on the channel. Now, when we look at their content, they're bringing us hauls more than anything else, and product reviews, unboxings, and sponsored videos. Usually when it comes to beauty, but a bit more as well. And then when we get into the shorts videos, we're going to see that Rock Chick Beauty is getting into well over 1,000 views, starting to approach 2,000, so that will likely continue as well. They generously hop in on other people's live streams and share content in that way, and they do a lot of live streaming themselves. Hopefully they're going to be picking these back up into about once a week, it looks like it right now, so hopefully they'll have one coming up soon for us. And Rock Chick Beauty, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Like I said, I think they've now been with Superchat well over 2.5 years, and it could be even longer than that. And I'm just going to put VS Speaks Royally onto the wheel. They will talk to us about the royal family and a bit of other variety. Thank you again, Rock Chick Beauty and Dark Swordsman Gaming, for your super chats. They've both done that before, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. It should not be much longer. I'm guessing a half an hour-ish before I start adding names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in the chat. And Fanatic Guide is reminding us, yes, 3/4 of the way there. Thank you, everyone. We're getting close to 80. Thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. She Stole My Thunder. Thank you for letting me know. Backlash Fisherman is live. I'm not sure if he'll still be on in another hour to hour and a half. We expect to be here that long. We'll see. My throat is starting to act up again for the third time this year, and hopefully we'll hold it together for the rest of the stream. I'm not sure how long we'll be here, but we'll get to as many channels as we can. Pond and Garden Sanctuary, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Dark Swordsman Gaming is up. Thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. They're going to bring us video gameplay, a lot of live streaming. I haven't caught you for one of these for like a month, so I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these soon. Shorts are an idea that hopefully will pop up on the channel. I know that gameplay is a popular category, first of all, in videos and live streams, but also in shorts. Apparently they do fairly well also, so it'd be interesting to experiment with those if it makes sense for your channel. And then I'm just going to take your latest Final Fantasy video, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up a little bit. Oh, that's actually a popular video. I'm going to have another piece of content to have watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know channels, and then by watching content and hanging out in live streams and premieres, I get to know the content on the channel a little bit more. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators there as well. I am on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. The Bullock Experience is coming up right now, and he's got a gaming channel as well. This is Kelly Bullock. Fishing First is what we find on the Bullock Experience. And he has StreamYard panels as well during the live streams where the conversation can go just about anywhere. Once it starts, I've got a notification on for when he's going to do in a few days. He might be out taking us for a ride along. That's a different type of live stream. He might be fishing, like this one that we see here, or he might be doing a StreamYard panel, or at home. Where's the StreamYard panel ones? There we go. And so he's doing a bit of variety on the channel when it comes to live streaming. When we get into the shorts, we see that these are starting to pop over 3,000 views, which is great. That will likely continue. To Be Irish Live, good to see you in the house. Not sure if I said hello. I think you've been here for a while. Maybe that's what it is, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, because I've never had anything like this. I had, not that I want to whine and complain too much, but last September, I was doing some work outdoors, and we were doing some concrete walkways, and I did not understand how horrible concrete dust can really be, and I was wearing masks and things like that, probably not enough, but we went through hundreds, and I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of bags of concrete dust, and I found myself with a very bad throat problem for a while. My voice disappeared and this and that. Then in January, I got a sinus infection. It happens to me all the time. Then a month ago, I got another sinus infection. Was off for a week and a half. Just got back, and now something seems like it's happening again. So I pray to God not, but I wonder about that because I am allergic to everything. The good side of that is that I'm sensitive to everything as well. So if I take medicine, it works. And when I do different things, it seems to help. And I heal, and especially if I ever cut myself, I clot instantly. So there's a bit of benefit to that, but boy, does everything get to me. I'm taking allergy medicine all the time. The Bullock Experience has a second channel. Let's look at that. Gaming Experience with Kelly. I certainly miss a lot in the chat, but I just happened to catch that from the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, but I wonder if that's true. It seems to be an odd year. I've heard a lot of people have gotten sick over the last month with different like colds and flus and things. And Gaming Experience with Kelly is going to bring us live streams. They were actually live streaming, and that was yesterday. I think they were right before Tuber Chat, but I might be mistaken. Yeah, 22 hours ago means they were right before Tuber Chat. So a different kind of game there. They have been mixing up a couple of shorts here, but they've got some video gameplay here as well on the videos where they've got Minecraft. I thought they did Call of Duty. I might be mistaken. They've got WWE. And this is interesting. Fishing Sims World Pro Tour when the Bullock Experience brings us fishing. So that's interesting as well. How old age? Yeah, maybe that's it. I'm older than you think I am, so it certainly could be. And then Just Jason Keto is going to come up in a quick second here. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We will be back with Just Jason Keto in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Just Jason Keto. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. I did put you on the wheel, but I'll just take a quick look at your channel when it comes up, but thank you for that. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly to give a thumbs up or say hello or run the stream in the background. Gloria's Platter's just popping in quickly as well, but I always appreciate every moment, of course. I'm going to tell you a story just for a quick second. I forget whether I mentioned this before or not. I must have. So I take a multivitamin every day. I don't know the truth about whether these things work or not, but I actually think that I feel better every day that I take them. So I just continue, right, along with a couple of other supplements and whatnot. And one day I had a bottle of melatonin that is the same color and shape as my multivitamin, and I keep them on my desk because I try not to forget to take these things in the morning when I sit down at the computer. And the melatonin's a little bit smaller, but it looks exactly the same. So one day, right before Tuber right before we were starting, I took a melatonin, and after about an hour, my eyes were watering. I was like, I don't know why I'm so tired. Because, like I said, I'm sensitive to everything, and when I take medicine and different things like that, they absolutely work. So, yes, melatonin's going to knock me out, and nighttime medicine and stuff like that. But that is a true story. And I forget whether I told it here or not before, but was that ever something? Because I couldn't figure out for hours. I think it was the next day before I realized what I had done. I said, I never get tired like this. What's going on? But anyway, hopefully you find that amusing. Just Jason Keto is up here right now. He's going to talk to us about healthy eating and healthy living in the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And this is an interesting channel because he's going to bring us tips, tricks, and hacks so that we can get more value out of some of the things we might already be bringing into a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And then, no, I stuck it out for the 2.5 hours or whatever it was, Songbits Laura, but it was just, I couldn't believe it. Now, Just Jason Keto as well is going to bring guests onto his channel in both videos and live streams. And the purpose is for these creators or these guests on the StreamYard panels to share their life experiences when it comes to their journey along a keto-based diet or lifestyle. I think most of us understand, whether we've participated in different diets and things like that before, that there can be a yo-yo aspect to a lot of it. Some of us can't explain it. There's talk about, eating from depression, eating from boredom, eating the wrong things, and, a million different ideas. But people are going to share these stories. They're going to talk about how they incorporate a keto-based diet into their lifestyle, the trials and tribulations that come along, and one of the things I always talk about when I talk about this channel is the idea that no matter how old we get, I'm sure everybody will agree, or most of us anyway, a lot of people can give you advice or tell you things over the course of a lifetime. And even though some of us have been told the same thing dozens and dozens of times, maybe even hundreds of times, you never know who's going to strike the right chord. And that's the impression I get with this channel. I was hanging out in a premiere a couple of weeks ago now, it feels like. But, the idea is Just Jason Keto specifically says, the purpose is to get the information out there. And then hopefully people will take inspiration from it and feel motivated and then start following and live a little bit healthier, eat a little bit healthier. And I hope to do the same thing. But there's a lot to learn on this channel. You can see that actually Just Jason Keto's doing well with some shorts videos here. Some of these have gotten into well over 6,000 views now. One of them's popped over 22,000 views, which is fantastic. Cooking and Vibing with Tea, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will come up next. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. And then the Bud Files is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. They're here with us every day as well. Just Jason Keto is here with us every day. Yesterday, gifting a membership. Again, he's done that a handful of times. Obviously an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. First Floor Audio's dropping a super chat as well, so I'm going to get them up after Cooking and Vibing with T. We'll get back to spinning the wheel soon. The Servant David Show, good to see you here. They will inspire us in a spiritual way. And when we look at Just Jason Keto's live streams, you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about here. A lot of times when I roll over these, you see him by himself, but he might be doing a StreamYard panel here. And then you see that the videos are cut from a StreamYard type, format. I forget which, here it is. This is the one that I specifically was in an engaging conversation with, which is cool. And like I said, he's trying to bring information. I say tips, tricks, and hacks because I've seen in some of the videos here, he's going to take things that are available in health food stores or grocery stores. A lot of products out there are marketed as keto. You really have to understand the ingredients and the calculations, between carbs and calories and things like that. I'm still learning. I have a mountain to learn. I've barely touched the tip of the iceberg with the help of Just Jason Keto and a few other channels here in the Superchat family. But Just Jason Keto is going to show us how to get more value out of some of the things that we might find readily available as well. This happens to be a fellow Canadian as well, and that's just an interesting piece of trivia for you. I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with Just Jason Keto. I'm sure you will. He just hit 800 subscribers. I think he said he's at 1,200. Was it 12? I checked the message. Was it 1,200 or 1,300 hours? So he'll be willing to swap playlists with creators as well. Pardon me. Herman the Great, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody in the chat. Holly's Adventures is dropping a super chat on us, so I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels. And we're getting close to 90 thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Cooking and Vibing with T is up right now. Pardon me, I just need a second. I'll be right back. And Cooking and Vibing with T is going to bring us some more delicious looking content. They said they have been working hard, and we can see that in their videos here. I can't believe how behind I am. I'm just going to grab the latest one though, and I'm going to put this video. I want to read it, but I'm not sure how to pronounce a couple of those words there, or at least one of the words. But that's okay. I'll learn from the video. I've got that in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And playlists can be a great tool for that. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. You can see the delicious looking content on this channel. I had a good lunch today. We went out with family, like for Mother's Day. And but wow, looking at this is getting me thinking about an extra meal today. Don't tell Just Jason Keto that I said that, but I'm looking at all of this stuff. The thumbnails here are fantastic, nice, bright, and beautiful. When we look at the shorts on Cooking and Vibing with T, we see that they're getting into well over 2,000 views now. That will likely continue. These look cool too. Loaded potato skins, my goodness. I'm surprised at how many people may not have heard of loaded potato skins. I don't know how big that is in different places around the world. I'm in Canada, but it's in all our major restaurants. I have them all the time as an appetizer. Again, don't tell Just Jason Keto that I eat an unreasonable amount of those things, but I have been known to. And then we'll look at First Floor Audio. So thank you again, Cooking and Vibing with T, for the super chat. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. First Floor Audio is up for the same reason. This is Lee, and then Holly's Adventures and Herman the Great are coming up, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel again. First Floor Audio is interesting because they're bringing us music. They might be performing or singing or producing, and what they do in their live streams is allow us to inspire and interact with them. And that's really cool. Now, sometimes they've got StreamYard panelists up there, often actually. They've got a live stream coming up in a few days again. They've got a series, though, here called Radio 1FA as well. And this is where we get compilations of their original works, where we can find all of the music kind of in a loop style, and they let these streams run often. I'm going to set the notification for another one of those you got coming up as well. They got a stream coming up on Tuesday, so hopefully I'll catch that one. They've only got a couple of shorts videos right now, but promoting others, and then I see that they've got a lot of their own music on the channel as well. We can enjoy those videos individually if we'd like to. But Lee from the UK is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're working on 1,200 subscribers right now. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go, and I'm making mistake after mistake after mistake today. So the Bud Files is going to come up, but that's after Holly's Adventures and Herman the Great, because they dropped super chats on us, and then I'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Again, if anybody wants to swap playlists, go ahead and do that. Thank you for the thumbs up. We're getting close to 90, and if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, then I will appreciate that greatly, because it helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Holly's Adventures is going to bring us a lot of video gameplay, and they do that through live streams with a lot of popular games like Final Fantasy and Legend of Zelda, as we've seen. And then as well, they've got some shorts videos. These can be random, but they're getting into well over 4,000 views now, which is great. That will likely continue. And then I'm just going to grab their latest Final Fantasy video and put that in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them. But they will bring us some more random content. They recently took a cruise, and this is what I'm talking about. We have a lot of travel channels, we have some cruising channels, but we have a lot of other creators that randomly will bring in travel content when it comes available for them. And Holly's Adventures has done this with a cruise recently, so they've got a few videos that we can enjoy mixed in with the video gameplay. But this is cool, because a channel named this way lends itself to the idea of being able to post almost anything. And Holly's Adventures is here with us frequently. They dropped a super chat, so we put that channel up right away. We always put super chatters on the screen in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And Herman the Great did the same thing. So we're going to get Herman the Great up here as well. So thank you both, Holly's Adventures and Herman the Great, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that. Herman the Great brings comedy everywhere that he goes as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. Thank you for the tweet, by the way, Herman the Great. And 47 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. Now, Herman the Great is another creator who has reset and restarted, so we'd love to encourage him by pushing him a little bit farther towards that first 100. We know that the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting the first 100 and far beyond all the time. He's got some shorts videos. These have already crossed 2,000 views, which is great. And then videos are something that he's been posting somewhat frequently lately. I'm just going to take the second latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up and see what you've done there. And Herman the Great's a longtime friend, actually, so it's great to see that they've reset and restarted. Thank you one more time for that super chat, and I certainly appreciate that extra generous support. But Herman the Great is with us frequently as well, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And this is the last reset, I promise. Yes, better to do it when the channel started, right? You don't want to get to 10,000 subscribers and then decide to start over, because there's a few other milestones that come along with that. Herman 4.0 says, Scratch and PPAS. The Bud Files are up here right now. They're another couple of creators who are here with us every day. They're out supporting other creators. I run into them constantly when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. They are modern day archaeologists, and the idea behind the channel is to uncover history and digitally preserve it. They do that by taking us to abandoned locations like cemeteries, graveyards, and other explorations, if that makes sense. And there's a lot more variety on the channel now, actually, because they've been around for a while now. I know this is a long video, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up. They're working on 1,200 subscribers, so hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. When we get into the shorts videos, we see that these are now approaching 5,000 views, but one of them's over 15,000, which is great. So hopefully they'll duplicate that success. And then live streams are something they do frequently. These can be indoors or outdoors. They might be singing or dancing or playing a game, or just hanging out. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety when you get there. Destination Fun, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster because we've been on for almost 2 hours now. We can stay another half hour or so if everybody would like, maybe even a little bit longer. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve popped in quickly. Now, they did say they didn't really want to, they were going to offer to give up their space on the wheel for today, but we always put members on the wheel as soon as they get here in the chat. That's one of the benefits that we want to keep rolling. So we'll look at the channel quickly, but Good Times Homestead is somebody, Jen from this channel is unbelievably supportive. She supports all of my channels, and the reason why I put focus on that is just for you to understand the kind of support you can expect back from a creator like this. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve obviously comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, but the family togetherness is probably what you're going to find most compelling when you get to the channel. Because when you get here, whether it's indoors or outdoors, in the kitchen or outside, there could be cooking, there could be crafting, there could be other activities. Sometimes you'll even find Jen with a guitar in hand. They got some shorts videos, and these are moved into the thousands of views, which is great to see. That will likely continue, and live streams are something that they do occasionally as well. One that they've got here is with that StreamYard system, so we'll see if they're going to continue those as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They are officially on the road to 1K with 914 subscribers. And then, oh, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I wondered what you were talking about earlier today. They're playing dodgeball in the chat here. VS Speaks Royally. Let's see what you've got going on for today. They've got a small amount of variety on their channel, along with a lot of coverage of the royal family. They have had a big year. As we all know, a newly crowned king has been the latest in the news for them. And VS Speaks Royally is somebody who engages conversation everywhere they go. I'm always grateful for that here in Superchat. I see them doing that in different premieres and live streams all the time. And they give a good example of how to entice engaged conversation in the chat, because they lead conversation in their chat, which is a very fast-paced and high-energy chat and extremely engaged conversations, if that makes sense. The way that I'm saying it, they lead conversation by staying well-versed and up-to-date on their subject. So they have built up quite an audience that is extremely captivated, which is fantastic. And they've had this for a long time now. Now, the shorts are a little bit random, but these have gotten into the thousands of views, one over 7,100. Live streams are frequent. They just did one yesterday. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there, but you'll really get an idea of what I talk about when I'm talking about engaged conversation when you get in there. There's a lot to discuss, right? A lot of people have been following the royal family for a long time, and VS Speaks Royally has specialized in this for a while as well. And then Trish the Naturals in the house. They happen to be a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel. Members always get added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But Ocean to Ocean Travel also dropped a super chat, and they actually did that for Destination Fun. We absolutely honor those. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done. I certainly appreciate the extra generosity here myself, and I'm sure Destination Fun appreciates the chance to skip and be able to jump up on the wheel early. Destination Fun is somebody who came into the Superchat family and instantly was found everywhere. I run into them constantly, not just in premieres and live streams chatting with other people, but also on tons of StreamYard panels, which is great to see as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. You'll recognize them right away from so many other creators' live streams. They use that StreamYard system. And I'm just going to take their latest video, though. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Destination Fun has some great editing in their videos as well. You'll find that when you get there. They've got some shorts videos. These have gotten into over 5,000 views now, which is great to see. And then live streams are something, like I said, that is frequent. They hop in with other people. They do live streams of their own. I think we were introduced to them in the beginning by Shanster Travels, but they are just building up this reputation as a supporter with all kinds of creators. 661 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. So thank you, Ocean to Ocean Travel, for that super chat for Destination Fun. We'll look at Ocean to Ocean Travel now as well and see what they've got going on. They've got a brand new video they put up yesterday. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list, the Carnival Panorama 2023 Mexican Riviera Cruise, which is cool. I've heard that a lot of people really enjoy the that area. Am I right that Tulum is in that area? I think it is. Another friend had visited there a while back and caught some content there. Let's see what they've got going on for shorts on Ocean to Ocean Travel. They got 1,700 subscribers, working on 1,800 now. They've got some shorts that have gotten into the hundreds of views, now starting to approach 1,000, which is great. That will likely continue. Live streams that are frequent. Hopefully I'll catch you in one of these. It seems that it's been a month already, but they're doing these frequently. It looks like at least every week, maybe even as much as twice a week. Ocean to Ocean Travel. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They want to give us true and honest reviews and information about cruising, vacations, and travel. They're going to give us reviews, tips, and more. They're travel agents serving the United States and Canada. So there you go. If we're thinking about booking travel, we can reach out to them as well, which is great to see that we have that as a resource. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in a moment here. And all that fluff and stuff is coming up in a quick second. They are here from Australia and entering their winter months almost. They are usually bringing us a lot of water-based activities, but they have really expanded their content over the last long while and gotten into a lot of indoor cooking, especially in live streams, but they've collaborated with other creators. They generously share information about their own YouTube journey. Even I have taken a page out of their book almost more than once, really, in inspiration, talking about shorts. Pardon me, by the way. The shorts videos they have talked about as an idea to use shorts to promote your long-form content. And even I've taken inspiration from them, like I said, about that as an idea. So one of the things that I think is always a great idea is to experiment with ideas. Give things a try of, let's say, 5 or 10 or a little bit more to see how you like it. One of the things that's great about what we're doing on YouTube here is that you can always change your mind. So you can film something and not use it if you don't like it. You can post something and then delete it if you don't like it, and things like that, right? So it gives us the opportunity to experiment without having to know that we're putting, doing anything detrimental, let's just say. When we talk about all that fluff and stuff, let's look at their shorts right now and see how these are doing. They've gotten into lots of shorts videos that have gotten thousands of views, and one of them over 14,000, one of them over 16,000. So that will likely continue for them also. Live streams are something that they do frequently. They might be outdoors, they might be in the kitchen, and they might be collaborating with another creator, which is great to see. And now they're actually getting into more ideas here. So I'm hoping I can follow you on some of this as well. They're just doing beautiful work. when we get into the videos, we see that they have been producing a lot of content lately as well, and some of it's indoors, a lot of it's outdoors, but they're showing us the beautiful area of the Whitsundays in Australia. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a quick second. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Pardon me. Deborah's Journey is up here right now. They got 616 subscribers. And hopefully we can push their channel a little bit farther towards the 700 they're thinking about. Just Jason Keto is bringing up an interesting point just before I talk about Deborah's Journey's content here. Just Jason Keto saying one thing they've learned is that you're a health food based channel. No one watches content off topic. Now, that's interesting. Pardon me. And we know that the biggest YouTubers are always going to say that you should have a niche channel. In a perfect world, yeah, it would be wonderful. And then if you have more than one interest, you can do, more than one channel. But there is no reason why variety channels can't have success. Here's the thing. What we got to talk about, or what we've got to think about, is why you're here on YouTube. Why are you running your YouTube channel? It's wonderful if we can do things that we love, share some knowledge, share some creativity. I'm sure everybody's going to agree it's more work than we thought it was going to be before we started. But when we talk about the idea of why, then for a lot of people, it might be monetization itself. It might be like, hey, I'm doing YouTube videos because I'm hoping to make some extra money. In a lot of cases, you might be running a YouTube channel to promote another business. There's a lot of people who make things, sell them on Etsy or eBay or other places. Travel agents, like we just saw from Ocean to Ocean Travel, they seem to be really enjoying their channel for the content. But it's not unreasonable to see creators creating a YouTube channel like an Instagram profile, Facebook page, TikTok profile, Twitter profile to promote their business. When we think about why we're here, if it comes down to we're on YouTube because we want to make some money, then there's no reason why a variety channel can't do very well. Because I can tell you right now, you do not have to have 100,000 subscribers to be bringing in thousands of dollars worth of monetization in different ways, whether it's membership, super chats, affiliate money, and different sponsored videos and things like that. There's lots of things out there. So we think about a few different things. We think about subscribers, we think about views, we think about retention and things like that. But if we're really working on our numbers, we might be thinking to ourselves, hey, I don't care how many subscribers I have, because I'm after another aspect. It could be money. I only bring that up because it's such a popular thing. The biggest YouTubers are going to tell you that a niche channel is the best way to go. And yes, in a perfect world, I believe in most cases that's going to be it. But I would never want to stop somebody from starting a channel just because they're going to say, listen, I'm into mobile gaming and I only ever can do mobile gaming because I've been told that's what I should do. The other thing too, we're all free to start other channels and things like that, but I'll tell you right now, even I started with a personal channel that's made for variety so that, for the argument's sake, I can talk about different ideas here and then explain them and demonstrate them on my personal channel. I can experiment with a lot. We can learn things together, things that will be useful here in the community. And when I suggest to people the idea of starting a YouTube channel, if they would like to, then I say, making a YouTube channel can be as easy as putting something on a table, talking about it for 10 minutes. That's a video. Here, let me show you. And then I have examples, right? But these are just ideas. And when you get into the idea of a very niche channel, if you have posted something repeatedly, then YouTube might seem punishing in the idea that, let's say, for instance, Just Jason Keto is going to talk about healthy eating, healthy living. If he does a hotel room review, he may not get the same kind of engagement on that video because the audience is looking for healthy eating, healthy living, and a keto-based diet. That's not to say I'm right. That's not to say that's true. That's just to say it's a possibility. What I've found, for instance, is in a past life, I was a DJ, right? For a long, long time, I worked in radio and this and that. But all I've done for 20 some odd years is post on Facebook, I'm a DJ, I'm a DJ, I'm a DJ. Listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. So everybody who's ever followed me before YouTube already knows, okay, I'm a DJ. So when I post something about that, they don't care. They've seen it a million times. And when they are in the mood to look at something like that, they will look at it. But if I bake a lasagna, my Instagram will be my highest performing post. So it works the opposite way, right? If you are constantly posting things on some of the other social networks and then you post something different, now people are interested because they're seeing another aspect to you. But we have to experiment and see how that happens. And then that's possible. Now, I never want to recommend as well. I'm watching what Just Jason Keto is saying there. So, yeah, maybe a second channel is an idea. I never want to recommend that to anybody because I promise you, we all know that doing a YouTube channel is more work than we thought it was going to be before we started. Running more than one channel is twice the headaches as well as twice the fun, let's just say, right? It all takes time. Square County Homestead, good to see you in the house. I think I missed a couple of channels there. Rob13 Blaster, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And if you're here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So I just want to add one more thought to that idea. And forgive me for rushing through it. This is one of the things that is unfortunate about the idea of Superchatters. I have to race through these speeches. We only talk about small amounts. I hope to figure out a way that I can get into longer discussions. This is why I like doing interviews when I can on other channels. I've done a lot less this year than I was hoping, but it's just due to time constraints and things like that. One of the ideas I always suggest is if you are thinking at all about starting a second channel, consider the idea of doing 10 or 12 episodes of something on the channel you already have, to see if you're going to follow through, if you enjoy doing it, if it's going to work out the way that you want. Gives you the time to get the kinks out, because for most of us, especially if you're a year into your YouTube journey, if I ask you right now to list for me the first 10 videos that you put out in order, you probably can't do it. Almost everybody has to go back and look because we don't even remember. Sometimes you'll look at your channel. I promise you this will happen for almost everybody except for maybe Scratch and Pete, because he posts so consistently. It's the opposite of what I'm talking about here. He is a perfect example of a niche channel. To the T, posting the exact same day and time every week for over 2 years, 2.5 years now almost. Anyway, when we talk about the idea of doing a series of videos, it gives you a chance to see if you want to do it before starting a channel. But then again, that's not saying that that's right. It's just an idea. And, if you know what you're getting into, then absolutely, the idea of starting a second channel can be an idea. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. You can film something and not use it. You can always post something and delete it. All you're going to lose is time in most cases. You can start a second channel and then just not bother if it's not going to work out. But you definitely don't want to hurt your first channel either. My guess is that your instinct is really going to help you no matter where you are in your YouTube journey. You already know, this goes for everybody, whether or not you should put other content on your channel the way it is now, or whether you should experiment with a second channel. So it's an idea, right? Because like I said, you can always abandon an idea, you can always switch gears, and it's wonderful that way. Has anyone here getting paid sponsorships? What I can tell you is all that fluff and stuff. I run a few channels that are not mine. I used to run a few more, but I let a few go because I run channels only for one person now, several of them, but I want to only work with somebody who wants to be hands-on. If somebody says like, hey Kev, can I just pay you to do it for me? that is not really what's going to help make a channel grow. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just I don't have time to do that and have chosen not to. But when I run channels for another person, they got into a lot of sponsored videos because I started their channels before mine. I started running a channel for somebody else and started mine a year later. They got into sponsored videos, and it was mostly for free products, and I've done the same thing as well. You have to really consider that. At one point, we got offered the idea to do a sponsored video, and the idea is, I don't know how much to charge. We're learning what should we do. So the idea was, okay, we'll charge them $100. I promise you that we had more headaches over producing those videos than any others that we've done. Because, first of all, they were like, oh, can you change it? We need something changed. And, oh, can you take your logos out of it because we need to use it for something else? And, oh, can you do 2 versions of it? This is a true story. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to decide for yourself whether it's worth it. Not knowing what to charge at the time, this is years ago, the idea was, okay, charge $100. And then when somebody else asks us, we'll charge $200 and $300 and $400 until somebody says no. Then we know where the price point is for where we are. Now there's more information. Superchat is a huge community compared to when we started, of course, and that's just 3 years ago after these sponsored videos started. But now we have a lot of creators we can ask and say, hey, what's everybody getting for sponsored videos? What should I be asking for? But I promise you there's a line in the sand, and whether you're taking free products or getting paid might be a big difference. And you got to think about contracts and stuff like that. I haven't signed any contracts or anything like that. Things haven't gotten that serious yet. But I also don't solicit. I just, when they come to us, that's fine. And if we feel like we have time in the future, we'll chase that stuff. But that's just an idea. So pardon me. I know my speeches are long today again. Pardon me. An experiment is a good idea to be Irish Live. Channels that are started out as variety channels, I know it's easier for them as an idea, but it's just a thought more than anything else. We're not at 100 yet. Thank you, CV Baseball Card Collector. If anybody hasn't already given us a thumbs up, I hope you will. You're on 819 pack rips in a row. Oh my goodness. 819 days. That's consistency. My dear goodness. Talking about ripping open packs of cards. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something that you specifically wanted me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I'm going to get back to getting into channels in a quick second here. We'll talk about Deborah's journey in a moment. And one of the things that I just want to mention, though, is here in Superchat, I try to be transparent about what I have and have not done. I have not built a channel to 100,000 subscribers or even close yet. The biggest channel that I run today has just over 50,000, maybe approaching 60. My personal channel's not quite at 10 yet. I will probably get there this year. But there's already income coming in. There's already affiliate money coming in and things like that. And I'm not talking about Superchat. I'm talking about other channels. And there's lots of sponsored videos. We've been involved in a lot of this. We've done live streaming, and videos of all different types, a few shorts and things like that. What I want to do here is not tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. That's not my intention, even if I slip and make it sound like that. The idea is that we discuss ideas and I bring my own experience to the table here along with everybody else so that we can discuss everything and then make the right decisions for ourselves, myself included. I constantly strive to improve, learn, and experiment. Sometimes I do things on my channel. I put videos that I know nobody's going to watch, but it doesn't matter because I'm doing it for another purpose, for experimentation, right? And to keep the story going, let's just say. So forgive me, hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. Deborah's Journey is up right now, and this creator is going to help us talk about budgeting, saving, cash stuffing challenges, the idea of setting goals and hitting them, the ideas of making saving money manageable. It can be tough when we think about, your income, your expenses, especially the world we live in now. I know we talk about it every day, but prices around the world have just risen. Inflation is just out of control everywhere. And Deborah's Journey can help us with the ideas. Sometimes I think we just need a reminder. When I find myself overspending, let's just say, or feeling like it, I go back to a couple of audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks all the time, but I go back to those or podcasts or something like that for some inspiration. Just get back to the basics. Remind yourself why you need to keep control over these things. Because I promise you, I window shop probably every single day, even if it's only for a minute. But there'll be something online that I look at. A lot of times for major purchases, me personally, I'll look at things for years in advance. I had the truck that I drive today that's now 10 years old, I had on my desktop of my computer for 2 years before I bought it. Not that that matters. It doesn't make a difference. I'm just telling a story. But Deborah's Journey insists on helping us with the idea of maximizing the impact of the income that we already have. And then the idea, of course, is hopefully we can increase that. But they'll help us with budgeting. If you haven't seen cash stuffing challenges, I hope you'll look at Deborah's Journey so you can see what those are, because it's a popular way to keep yourself motivated to save. You can even collaborate with other people and do kind of a team thing, almost like what somebody might do with fitness or a diet, and say, like you have somebody to be accountable to, and say like, hey, did you save your money today? Did you go on the treadmill today? Did you eat a chocolate bar today? I hope you didn't. That kind of thing, right? Candy bar if you're in the States. And shorts, they've got over 3,000 views here, so that will likely continue. Videos are posted frequently. This is a brand new one, but hopefully we'll see new content consistently. I'm sure we will. 617 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you in the house. Forgive me, I know I've probably missed a few channels in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Stock Explorer's coming up in a second. Actually, we're going to go for 3 minutes, and then we'll come back with that channel. Okay, we're back and we're looking at the Stock Explorer. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm going to start rifling through channels now because we've been on for almost 2.5 hours. I'd like to get moving, and forgive me, it's just my voice is starting to go again. I've got a couple of days that I can take now to chill out and try to do what I can to take care. We should be back on Wednesday. That's the expectation. But I will see what's going to happen with the streams and move them around as needed. We always mix up the days and times here. Right now we're looking at Nora, the Stock Explorer. This is somebody who's here as a member and a moderator, and what they seek to do on their channel is bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They do that with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading, options trading and NFTs. They have shorts, videos, and live streams. They often have product in hand. Now the shorts bring a lot of variety on the channel. Here's an example. Nora started with stocks and crypto. There's a lot of friendly conversation here, but the shorts videos can be completely random as well. Live streams, like I said, friendly conversation happens often. Sometimes they have charts and graphs when they're talking about stocks. And then here, some lottery ticket scratching has been frequent. Here's a StreamYard panel, some familiar faces there. I think that's Belt Loop 29 and Woman Outdoors. And then even I joined them a few months ago on their channel. It didn't feel like it was that long, but this is where we got a chance to talk about YouTube for a couple of hours. And I really enjoy these because here in Tuber Chat we can only go through bite-sized bits of information. Even when my speeches get long, they can still only last a few minutes. We got to get back to putting channels up, but this is a chance to really talk about YouTube, and these things always turn into friendly conversations and get into topics enticed by the chat, if that makes sense, or people in the chat. Videos are frequent. Let me just take the latest video from the Stock Explorer and put this in my catch-up list. I didn't realize I was behind. And that's Nora. And shorts, videos, and live streams. Like I said, when we get to the home page, we get down to the bottom, we can see Tropical Buzz. This is a second channel from this same creator, Nora the Stock Explorer. They bring some shorts on this channel as well. They've got videos. We expect some more. Look at this. They put up a brand new video today. I didn't expect that. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I'm happy to see that because they happen to be in Florida, but they want to educate us about plant life on this channel. And it's another hobby for them, if nothing else, but then they want to grow some different things and show us how that works out. They've gotten involved in seed swaps and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They've got 210 subscribers over here. They're monetized on their original channel, but they are an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Cabrar Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Jedi Cameron, I'm always good. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're doing well also. Murrow Maya, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I did put some names onto the wheel while we were on break there. As promised, we always put names onto the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. So Rushing Wind Mountain, Coffee Walks and Whatever, and CV Baseball Card Collector, who's up right now. And this creator is getting close, dangerously close to 2,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to that milestone right now. When we look at their videos, I'm going to take the one that they've got in their featured position instead of the brand newest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, and that will help me keep caught up with them, make sure I don't fall behind. We'll look at their shorts videos, and we can see that these have gotten into the thousands of views. We've even got one approaching 10,000, one that's crossed, and one into 47,000 views, which is great. Let's hit the live streams, and we see that these are something that happens every couple of weeks or so, so hopefully we'll catch another one from them. I've always got my notification bell on for every channel, of course. Yeah, Jedi Cameron, I'm sure it's late for you, so thank you for that. We usually don't stream at this time. It's later than usual for what's a Sunday for us right now. Pardon me, well, my allergies are driving me nuts. Happy Mother's Day again to anybody who celebrated Mother's Day in the last 24 hours. Coastal Waters coming up right now, and they are another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, as is their husband, Backlash Fisherman. We'll look at his channel in a moment as well. Coastal Water might be indoors or outdoors. They have a few delicious looking videos on their channel. I've caught them in the kitchen more than anything else, but they might be outdoors as well. They're shorts videos. Let's just see how these are performing, getting into the thousands of views, which is great to see. Videos can bring a lot of variety. Like I said, I've caught them with some of these delicious looking content more than anything else. Latest video was an unboxing, but they do a lot of these car confessions. I haven't caught them in what's getting close to a month now. Hopefully I'll catch them for one of these. They might be just taking us on a journey or taking us on their daily routine. They keep up with the chat, and the conversation can go anywhere once it starts here. There's Backlash Fisherman right there. I talk about these creators together because they're a husband and wife combo with separate channels who support each other wholeheartedly. When we go back just for a second here to Coastal Water, we see 330 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400 we know they're thinking about. Thank you, Cabaret Gaming, for the share on Twitter as well. Backlash Fisherman is a first responder. He's still on. My dear goodness, yeah, I should have known. He's on for Hobby Hangout. I'm not sure if he's still going to be on in half an hour, but maybe what I'm going to do is keep this aside so I can see if he's still on when we are close to finishing. Backlash Fisherman has 1,430 subscribers. It's catfishing first here. He's got some shorts videos. We'll see how these are performing. He gets into a lot of ride-along live streams as well, and Hobby Hangout is something he does at least once a week. Over 3,000 views, getting close to 4,000 here. So Hobby Hangout is something that he does. Sometimes he brings on other creators for these StreamYard panels. Otherwise, he's out giving us a ride-along live stream similar to what we saw from Coastal Water. As a matter of fact, they've collaborated together. If I dig through the channel far enough, I see Coastal Water on one of his thumbnails. Now he's posted another video, so I lost it. I look for it all the time. She's right there, but we see it all the time. Pardon me, there she is again. So you see what I mean, and I think it's extra special when we see a husband and wife or in real life friends and family that are supporting each other in the ways that these creators do. They're found together and separately, always supporting other creators. They're always found in premieres and live streams, engaging conversation, and they're both here with us just about every single day as well. Rushing Wind Mountain was added onto the wheel during the break. We always add channels based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation in the chat. Rushing Wind Mountain's with us frequently, almost every day. They've got 404 subscribers. Now, I'm still getting to know the channel, but I'm just going to take their latest video, put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to get caught up with them and watch another piece of content. Phasio to Phase King's in the house. They happen to be a member. They picked up a gifted membership yesterday. It was an overwhelming live stream for things like gifted memberships and extra generosity in that way. Just Jason Keto, Don Ray B, Kristen Walton, and a few other creators all gifted memberships. Outgoing Azzy, I might have missed the last thing that you said. I'll try to catch it. Or if you don't mind repeating it, I'll try to catch it the next time you mention it. Phasio to Face King, I've got you on the wheel now. Rushing Wind Mountain, let me just see your shorts for a second. I'm going to go to your About page in a moment. They're getting into the thousands of views. One of them's hit over 5,200, which is great. That will likely continue. A nature channel in one of the mountains of the Pacific Northwest. And they've got a lot of wildlife here and hopefully some comedy to come along with it. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when we get there. I'm going to spin the wheel again. We'll get another channel up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, we're almost at 100. We might actually do it. They really do help. I'll appreciate it greatly. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. You and me both, Michael's Adventures. I don't know if somebody was joking in the chat earlier about somebody needing coffee, but my eyes are starting to get heavy. It's been a long day. Welcome, the TNT Family Show is here, and they've got 503 subscribers. They're a supportive channel as well. I see them out supporting others all the time. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, a spaghetti dinner video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I don't want to fall behind too far with any creators at all. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up. And then shorts videos, they're getting into the thousands of views here. One's popped over 36,000. That's great. Hopefully that continues as well. Live streams are something they do frequently. We see this, looks like a few times a week, but they did one just yesterday. So hopefully I'll catch you for another one of those. I got my notification bell on, of course, for all channels. And then Outgoing Ozzy's just chilling and celebrating Mother's Day, which is great. I love naps, says the Stock Explorer. I used to have this joke with a friend of mine. We used to work doing a lot of our remixes and things we used to do for the radio shows and stuff like that. And he used to joke, he used to call me, "What are you doing, napping?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I love to sleep. I love it." Sometimes when I'm asleep, I literally have my hands like this on the pillow because I just love to take a nap or sleep. I can't nap. If I nap, I have to go to bed. I go to bed for 2 hours, I'm gone. But I do love to sleep. So Trish the Natural is up right now, and this creator is going to help us with our natural hair care. They get into a few other topics like wigs and weaves and things we would expect. A lot of beauty tips, tricks, tutorials, products we can use, and the bulk of what we're going to find here, though, is natural hair care. Now, this creator puts presentation at the forefront of their mind, and they have always had a very professional look to their channel ever since finding the Superchat family. When we go through their thumbnails, we see these bright, bold headshots that make this creator recognizable. But let me show you when I roll over these. You get a look exactly what is in the thumbnail turns into the video. This is really, really cool. And I think these bright, bold headshots are going to make this creator recognizable, and they're going to get a lot of repeat traffic. Because the idea is that if somebody has already enjoyed a video from this creator and is presented with another one, they will be inclined to click on it if they enjoyed the first one that they saw, which I'm sure that they will. Trish the Natural is a dynamic host, of course. Shorts videos, they're getting into over a couple thousand views now, so hopefully that will continue, and they're here with us frequently as well. Let's spin the wheel, and yeah, Jedi Cameron, it's pretty late for you. It's not that late for me here. It's only 9:30 in the Eastern time zone. Scratch and PPA is coming up right now, another fellow Canadian from only about an hour and a half away from me. And Scratch and PPA has what we described earlier as a perfectly niche channel. This is the best example I can give in the Superchat family. The reason why is because Scratch and PPA posts with perfect consistency. We know exactly what to expect. So when you've seen a video from this creator that you enjoyed, you know as soon as you're recommended another video from this creator exactly what to expect, so you'll know you'll enjoy it again. I'm always good, Jedi Cameron. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you are as well. And then you said you were hanging out, loving mom and celebrating Mother's Day. And then yeah, you know what? I may not have specifically said the words "I love you" to my mother, but I visit her once a week. We did take her out today, and she knows very well. We spend a lot of time together, which is cool, and which I'm thankful for. We got a lot of family together for a gathering for her and for Kristen and for my sister, and it was really cool. I'm a family guy, so I love that stuff. It's my favorite thing. Scratch and PPA is here right now with 1,620 subscribers or so. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 1,700 he's thinking about. Now, when we talk about a perfectly niche channel, the reason why I say this is the best example I can think of, Scratch and PPA posts a video that is in a series we know exactly what to expect. It's called the Scratch Challenge series of videos. Pardon me, I need a second. I'll be right back. Okay, pardon me, Azzy. If you don't mind repeating that, I'll catch it again. But I don't want to scroll up. Forgive me, just because it takes me a second to find stuff, and I got to start moving through channels. But if you don't mind, maybe copy and pasting or just repeat it. Luckily, outgoing Azzy's a longtime friend, so I'm sure he'll be patient with me, and I'll appreciate it. Scratch and PPA brings us the Scratch Challenge series of videos. What he does is puts an interesting, unique twist on lottery ticket scratching. And it's the only channel that does exactly what he does that I've ever seen. I believe he contemplated for a long time what to do before he did it. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. Oh, your channel's been blowing up. You're about to hit 8,000, which is great. That's awesome. I'm going to be interested to see that as soon as I can. But that's good news, outgoing Azzy. Now, Scratch and PPA pits two lottery scratch tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. But he posts with perfect consistency, so the videos we know what to expect. They come out every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail for over 2 years now, almost 2.5. I have to go back and count. I think we're coming up on 2.5, right? And this creator's video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video came out, actually, and that continues today. You can see that presentation is on the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails of each video. He changes up the colors every month, and you can see a hint in his thumbnails about giveaways that are done in each video. And the banner is updated every week to match as well. Now, if you can catch him or us for one of these premieres, because some of us literally set our alarms on our phones and text each other to make sure that we don't miss Scratch and PPA's premieres. If you can catch us, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats that you have seen in the Superchat family. He rivals those of Garden State Gardener, the Stock Explorer, VS Speaks Royally. And I believe that a big part of that is because, first of all, he posts with perfect consistency over all this time, so he has an audience that's built up. YouTube knows to push his video out, and people know to expect it at that time. I'm sure there is more people than we think that are planning and setting alarms on their phones when I say that, but that's a true story. And then as well, he's known as an incredibly supportive creator. I talk about it here, one of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 6 years on YouTube. Oh, Pete, Scratch and PPA, the Bullock Experience is reaching out. Oh, never mind, I see you're saying yes, you see them. Yeah, the Bullock Experience, I see you too. So Scratch and PPA is known as one of the most supportive creators that I personally have met in the last 6 years. But I believe that a big part of the success of this channel and his fast-paced high-energy chats every Tuesday is because of the support that he gives to other creators. It all comes back in a rush and flood of Super Chat. Oh, none of the chats are showing up. Yeah, I see them. I see them, the Bullock Experience. Unless you've said something that I've missed. I'm not reading the chat as much as glancing. Right, I have another window, you see, that I keep on the side. But yeah, they should have been coming through. It's good to ask, though. It's definitely good to ask and reach out to a moderator, because we never know. And if you ever find that you're in a channel and you're chatting and people can't see it, especially if you switch. If you switch, I'm just going to show you before we talk about coffee walks and whatever. Live chat to top chat, and that could be done on a phone or a computer. If you do that and you see your messages disappear, it means you're either banned, probably not, or shadow banned on a channel. And that can often be fixed by just resetting your device. It shouldn't work, but it does. Resetting either a computer, a phone, or a tablet. And then otherwise, if you still can't get in, it might not be that you're banned on the channel. It's a common glitch. We've seen it for years, and it happens to the most active creators, especially if you're visiting a lot of growth streams, similar to Superchat. So if you're here now and you go to another one, 2 or 3 or 4 a day, that can often start to happen. It can be fixed by reaching out to the host or a moderator on another social network, like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and letting them know, hey, I couldn't get into the chat yesterday. And then we can add you into a section of the channel settings called approved users, and that fixes it right up. And we've done that many times for creators. Hopefully, no way you can forget Pete. Yes, Michael's Adventures, absolutely. I've missed a couple, and that's usually because I'm working and can't get in. If we happen to be at work at the time, I'm very lucky because most often if I'm doing my outdoor work, we're on our way to a job site when his premiere is on, or in between, or picking up supplies or whatever it is. But Scratch and PPA follows the channels that I work with there as well, and see some of the outdoor work that I do. Growing What I Eat, good to see you in the house. Let's get you onto the wheel also. As a member, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then Coffee Walks and Whatever is up here right now. 882 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. And I see that you've got some videos. See, this is a channel I'm still getting to know. I caught them, I think, first on a live stream, right? Wasn't that the first thing I caught from you? Coffee Walks and Whatever, and they were telling stories. Look, they've got actually quite a few live streams. Oh, yes, okay, I remember catching you the other day. What often happens is if I'm working on a computer, I've got like 4 windows running on my monitor. You see how I keep them in these long strips like this? So you can put 4 all the way across, right? Or I can. And I'll often have 3 live streams and a playlist going, or premieres, or whatever it be. And often what I'll do is come in, say hello, engage a little bit, and then if I'm working, I just turn the volume down and let them run so everybody can get their watch minutes or watch hours or whatever we want to call them. I am always there for 15 minutes or longer. If you were to timestamp, you'd know that it's always. And the reason why is because my calculations tell me, even though this is not set in stone, that you get about 1 view for every 5 minutes that somebody's in your stream. So if you've only got 1 viewer, they're there for an hour, you get 12 views, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not saying that's right, I'm just saying that's my calculation, but it seems to be. So I try to give every creator a few minutes of watch time and at least a few views, and I try to stick around for a little while for engagement as well if I can. Sometimes I let the streams run out. Lately, more often, I just let the streams go, even if they're hours long while I'm working, or especially at night. I set up 3 or 4 streams, let them all run. Coffee Walks and Whatever has some shorts. They're at well over 2,000 views now. They've got live streams like I showed you, and then videos. I'm just grabbing the latest one, putting that in my catch-up list, and I'll enjoy continuing to learn on this channel. This is OJ and Deb. Oh, it was Deb's birthday the other day. Yes, it was Deb's birthday. I remember that. And you'll get more information about what they expect to do on their channel when we get here. A lot of engaging conversation there. Budgeting Just Because is in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Keto Mama Michelle, forgive me, I may not have said hello. I saw you come in a while ago. And then thank you, Growing What I Eat. Yellow Shirt Dad is coming up. He's been here from what I think is the beginning of the stream. So thank you so much for hanging out. This is another creator who's built up an incredible reputation in a tiny amount of time. Thank you, Fanatic Guide. By the way, yes, we hit 100 thumbs up. So thank you, everybody, for that. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And I'm just getting a link for us. So, Hobby Hangout is a live stream that's done by Backlash Fisherman regularly. I think it was She Stole My Thunder earlier let me know that they were on. So they're on right now. Anybody can hop over there anytime. I'm going to pin that link as well. Then I'll drop it another couple of times. We'll go over there together. Raid. Please say Tuber Chat Raid when you get there. Brzinger Inc., forgive me, I didn't see you. I saw you come in. I missed you for a second there. I did see it earlier. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message. And again, yes, happy Mother's Day to everybody who's celebrating Mother's Day. Brzinger Inc., I've got you on the wheel now. I should have put you on the wheel as soon as you got here. If any of the members see me make the mistake of not putting you on the wheel, or if you're not sure, just please give me that nudge. Don't be shy, because I want to make sure we get that done, right? It's a promise, of course, and our moderators can help if you notice that I've missed it as well. Yellow Shirt Dad is now over 1,000 subscribers. They've got their 1,000 locked in with about 1,010 right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. This creator built up an incredible reputation right away, supporting other creators. I run into them constantly in other people's either StreamYard panels or live streams or premiere chats. Yellow Shirt Dad brings us fun everywhere they go, actually, but as well in their dad joke of the day, dad jokes on the channel. Now, if you dig through his content, I'm going to show you his videos. You'll find longer form videos as you move along, or move into the older videos. Sometimes he's taking us for a look around or a story to be told. And some of these get into more long-form videos. He's got some shorts as well. These are starting to get into the thousands of views. One of them's over 7,100, which is great to see. And live streams we've seen from this creator on other people's panels. So that's really a cool thing as well. Collaborating with others is a sure way to grow your audience. And then Mountain of Inspiration, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Kristen Walton is coming up right now. She was in the chat earlier. She is my love. We live together in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. She has her own channel doing her own thing, but you can see that presentation is on the forefront of her mind as well. Bright, bold headshots matched by a color scheme that she's picked out for the last couple of years now, and she does a lot of beauty. That's really what she's into more than anything else. But there are haul videos, unboxings, monthly subscriptions like BoxyCharm, FabFitFun, and things like that. And she will do Get Ready With Me videos, Get Unready With Me videos, and collaborate with other creators. She did a special video here and a teaser for that because her full-time gig is running an organization that helps families that are living with and affected by epilepsy. Shorts videos are quite random here, but she's had some success getting into well over 10,000 views, almost 20, over 21,000, and over 28,000 videos. That's Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. I would grab him if I could. He's somewhere around here. He just ran away. And Spiky Bruiser is featured in a lot of these videos as well. She's done a lot of live streaming, usually collaborations with other creators as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Kristen Welton. She's got 1,770 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her towards the 1,800 subscribers we know that she's thinking about. You can see that her avatar and her banner are matched by those thumbnail images as well. Bushido Blade Warrior still in the house. And let's get to Emotion New Soul. Now, he is here as a moderator and a gold member. So that means that we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. His link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. Now, Emotion New Soul is what I have to type in to get to this creator. The reason why is because his channel name is so short and it's a popular word, so we need to go an extra mile to get to this creator. If we type in Emotion New Soul, you'll either get to his second channel or his content will come up right away. But you can match that avatar. You know that he's got over 3,300 subscribers, and it's an official artist channel. This talented singer and songwriter brings us his original works. The reason why I type in Emotion New Soul is because new soul R&B music is what we're going to find from this creator. He brings us his original works in music videos, sometimes compilations, and then as well rounds out the channel with shorts videos and live streams as well. He is somebody who I mention as an artist you will feel like you've already heard as soon as you hear him for the first time. And I believe that the reason why is because of the singing and songwriting talents that come along with this creator, and years of experience, of course. 784 subscribers on his second channel. This is called Writing with Emotion, New Soul. This is where we get to see a behind-the-scenes look at how the music is made and the man behind the music. He's got a few shorts on this channel as well, and some reaction videos to round out the channel with compilations as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. An unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then today, I'm not going to have time outgoing Azzy. Forgive me, my voice is at its end. I feel something coming on again, and I have to cut it. But we've been on for 3 hours now, just about. So we're going to go over for today and raid into Backlash Fisherman. I'm going to drop the link for that again because it's been a few minutes. And forgive me for that. Outgoing Azzy's been a friend of a long time. But I got into some pretty long speeches right before you got here today, and hopefully everybody found them either helpful or inspiring or at least entertaining. I'll try to move it a little bit faster the next time. We should be back on Wednesday and Saturday and Sunday. Phase Yoda Phase King is up right now with almost 3,000 subscribers. They're literally going to hit it any minute. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Yeah, thank you, Budgeting, just because it's just another throat thing. I feel it coming on. I'm praying to God, because we just got off of this. I was off Tuber Chat for a week and a half, and I never like to take even a day off. And, for anybody that's been here for a while, they can probably hear it already. Phase Yoda Phase King brings us video gameplay. We see a lot of popular Fortnite-looking videos here. And I'm just going to take one of the latest ones, and this is a Dragon Ball video, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. As well, we see that they bring us a lot of live streams. It's interesting that you're on PS5. I probably shouldn't have, but I just bought an Xbox. I haven't had one in a while. I hope to do the unboxing and review and all that stuff video. It's almost done. And then I'm hoping that what we'll do, I play Grand Theft Auto more than anything else, but I got the Gilded Hunter bundle, and it's got Fortnite, Rocket League, and Fall Guys, a little bit of extra content there. I haven't played Fortnite before, but I'll think about it. But I'm hoping we can do some online stuff, and then we might be able to get a few of the Tuber Chat family playing together, and everybody can chase me down and blow me to smithereens in Grand Theft Auto and everything else. The shorts videos on Phase Yoda Phase King are getting into over 10,000 views now. Thousands of views on a lot of those, which is great. But they've been with us a long time. They happen to be a member again. And, yeah, I never bought an Xbox One, actually. I have given Rockstar and Microsoft way too much money over the years, because I have a son and a nephew, and my son I have bought Xboxes for, and myself as well over the years. I used to have PlayStation, and then Rockstar made a deal to have Grand Theft Auto come out on Xbox first, so we switched with Xbox 360, but I skipped Xbox One, and I just got a Series S right now, because I don't play a lot. I don't really expect to, but I just wanted to have it, like I said, window shopping and stuff like that. I waited for a long time, but I also want to think about doing a little bit of gameplay, and for those of you who haven't seen it, if you look at the music channel that we have with all the same music in the background of Tuber Chat, some of you will notice right away that in our live streams on that channel, I haven't done any, I did one recently, but we used to do them all the time, but the footage that's used for the nightclub in the background on that channel is taken from Grand Theft Auto. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted that thing, because I wanted to update the footage. We got new nightclub footage. It's a little bit better, and whether it matters or not, I don't know. But I always want to freshen things up. But Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Jedi Cameron got a PS5 as well. I'm not sure which games can be played cross-platform and which ones have to be locked into one or the other, but we'll see. And maybe on my personal channel we'll try a live stream and see if we can all chase each other down and all that stuff. Woman Outdoors has almost 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Her latest video is an unboxing and shout out video. I'm going to put that into my catch up list. She does those occasionally. Product reviews are something on this channel as well that comes with a lot of outdoor content. She's in the Erie, Pennsylvania area, which means she gets to bring us all 4 seasons in camping, bushcraft, outdoor cooking, and other outdoor activities. Fishing and hiking as well. Woman Outdoors does a lot of live streaming, and I've been lucky to catch them with that as well. They're doing StreamYard panels. There's Yellow Shirt Dad right there. Isn't that interesting? And shorts videos. She's got quite a few of these. These are starting to get into the thousands of views. Hopefully that continues. I'm sure it will. And Woman Outdoors also brings us, like I said, product reviews. But the thing I find most compelling about what she's doing on the channel is the fact that the 4 seasons allow her to bring us the extreme heat, the extreme cold, the sun, the wind, the rain during all of her outdoor content. And I've been lucky to catch her for both streams and premieres. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Almost 1,200 subscribers, like I was saying. And she's incredibly supportive, always has been. And you'll find her in lots of premieres and live streams supporting other creators. And she's here with us in Superchat frequently and has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. Brazinger Inc. is coming up right now. We'll get this channel up onto the screen. Hopefully everybody can copy and paste. I don't know how easy it is to catch that channel just by typing it in, let's say on a phone, but you'll have to let me know. Brazinger Inc., 365 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And then when we look at their videos, they just got a short one there right now. Their shorts videos are here and have in the thousands of views, which is great to see. I'm just going to grab their live streams and see what they've done here. They got a lot of video gameplay. For today, I'm going to take this video gameplay video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to keep caught up. Am I right that this is video gameplay? I'm just assuming because it's it looks like video games here, but I could be mistaken. I'm going to see what that video is, but I'm happy to learn a little bit about what you've got going on here, and they expect to bring us variety anyway. I am going to take this video that you've got in the featured position too and put that in my catch-up list also. Let's spin the wheel. I'm going to drop the link for our raid one more time. I hope everybody will come over to /Fisherman and mention Tuberchat raid when you get there. I'm not sure how long he's going to be on. It's been hours already. Growing What I Eat is coming up right now. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to today. We have been on for 3 hours now, which I try to catch it up, cap it out at. The next time we're on should be Wednesday, and hopefully we'll get through more channels. There are many days where we still get to every channel, but it's just not every day. We try to get through as many as we can, and when my speeches get long, hopefully they're helpful or at least entertaining, like I said. Growing What I Eat is going to bring us on their journey while they're growing a lot of different things, talking about self-sufficiency. Most of their videos are quite short, but I'm going to take the latest one, put it in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will give one on the way out. Give /Fisherman a thumbs up on the way in. He is an incredibly supportive creator. You saw his channel earlier when I was talking about him and his wife, Coastal Water. And live streams come from Growing What I Eat, and we'll get some garden updates here and a chance to hang out with them like I did the other day. 292 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 they're thinking about. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent, and we'll see you again in a few days. I'll mix up the streams as we need, and if not, we'll be back Saturday and Sunday. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.